wait for me. That was the most explicit breaking of the rule I've ever seen in my life. Nene, says the albatross. There will be none of this.
That is such a panicked penis.
Penis?
Goodness.
Did I say it?
Did I say
Did I
it?
do it right?
Did I do it right? It's just like, oh, I wanted to say it, but it was so lewd.
Penis! Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Nat19 Devils Might Surrender, Session 3. We are now into what would, if this were a video game, be considered to be Mission 2. And with that, everybody is also second level. Heckin', thank you for joining.
Like 9 hours in? Holy fuck.
It wouldn't be. It super wouldn't be.
In regular DMC, we'd walk down a hall and it would be the mission.
Yeah. I mean, if we were talking regular DNC, let's look at that first game. You guys did basically 2 areas of looking at stuff that if it was a video game would have just been text, moving on. You then did, the stuff downstairs would have been a cutscene, maybe barring the dog. And then, when you woke up, you had like, what, 3 fights and 1 secret mission, which... if it were DMC, we're talking to beat 'em up, they wouldn't have lasted more than a few minutes each. So, no, I'm pretty confident.
It's hard, okay?
What?
Pacing is hard, okay?
What about Twig Light 3?
Remember, 10 rounds is a minute.
It's true.
It is.
Technically. Twig Light 3.
Alrighty. Heckin'. I'm gonna move us over to here. Heck.
Heck, heck.
And...
Alright, guys, I'm gonna just talk through it.
Yeah, man.
I lagged a bit. No biggie, though. Kaboom. Alright, I still need to make that heckin' background. So, real quick, let's find out what... yeah, I know, it's choppy, guys. Heckin', let's go ahead and... And, quick recap from Aaron. What happened last time?
We went to like a thing, and there were some guys, and they were like, kapow, bam, kaboom, and we're like, nah, heck you, and then the ceiling was like, and we're like, oh no, but then Gino was like, no, fuck that shit, and he fucking like chainsaw bladed the ceiling with his sword and stuff, and then the robo motherfucker's like, I'm gonna shoot you, and I'm like, oh no, you didn't, but they did, and then bees, well, not bees, but there was hives, and there were hands, there were fist hand bees, and we killed them, but they killed me, but then they actually killed Gino, and we got a gun.
That man deserves an inspiration.
That man is an
That's the most
inspiration.
in-character thing I've ever heard.
Good, you did it. I don't know what to say to that. Congratulations. Yeah, you guys made your way underground, and you completed a test of the goddess, and got a blue orb that you used to get a bunch more hit points. You are now heckin' Super Saiyan level 1 characters, where at that time. You are now Super Saiyan level 2 characters. You move forward, you eventually found a chamber where you bumped into the underground base of the monolithic obsidian and copper talon that had pierced out of the city, and from which the blizzards and such seem to have erupted and the demons came from. The ceiling collapsed inwards, and you guys fought against Vetrus Angelos, one of which was wielding a devil arm called the Magistrate, which you've claimed. You guys fought your way through that. Afterwards, Gino Angelo was critically injured, but was stabilized, though he did suffer some permanent damage from having been taken down that way. And as you did that, the side of the massive structure of the side of the Talon peeled back and opened, revealing a long dark tunnel lined with pipes and such inside. As we come back in, you guys will have the floor. As Gino Angelo, you find your vision coming to. Everything is a bit blurry, and as blurry as it can be for you, with your not having eyes. As your demon senses refocus.
The lights flicker on.
As you do this, you see the various lights that line the giant doorway that had opened for you guys, once again begin to move and begin scanning up and down you, flashing from yellow to green as they do. I don't have much else to add other than you guys have the floor.
Okay.
Gino, get up.
Okay.
Oh no, he's broken.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's sit up.
You're right there.
Ah, that didn't
Ow,
hurt.
my
But,
hand.
You're right there, big guy.
I think so. You can
Alright.
try to stand up.
I will offer you a hand if you want to grab onto that as you get up.
Yeah, I'll take your hand. To get up. He almost probably
He
pulls you
pulls you
down,
down.
I imagine. Like,
He's pretty strong.
it's true. You're technically
Land on
stronger
top of
than
his
I am
me.
chest, the
stronger
two of
than
stare
you.
into each other's
You
eyes.
are.
I lift you up. Yeah.
Looks
Took
around.
quite the fall there.
Yeah, I guess we did it. Are they,
Marty lay up.
You're all welcome.
You did really, really good, Emmanuel. Are you okay?
Have to
Yeah,
turn you
are
up
you
there,
okay?
I
Fiona.
feel better now.
No.
About
Help.
5 seconds ago, I felt horrible though.
That's fair. I thought you were gonna die.
It's a bit scary there.
If there were any less of us, then perhaps we would have lost someone.
Probably.
Aye.
Looking at Mari Lane, going,
Is everyone all right now, though?
She's still unconscious.
Oh, yeah, no, except
that's
for
true.
her.
We should probably leave her unconscious until her soul comes back.
All right, little bro, can you carry her?
Oh, yeah, so,
Okay.
All right.
are any of those other metal guys, are they in a million pieces?
Are we talking about Marile being unconscious? Was that what you guys
yeah,
said?
she said in the chat that
Yeah.
she's BRB.
Right. She was, yeah, that's fair. All right.
Looking
You
around,
go,
does it
you
look
go to
like...
pick her up, he looks over, he looks as if he wants to do it, but then he's like, no, I'll take point. Thank you.
Yep,
You're gonna take charge heading towards that fucking portal there?
If that's where we're going to go,
Did you
there's
want
not
to
a lot
look
more
at
places we can go to.
the small Genos?
Are there any pieces of them left? DM?
Yep. There absolutely
Before-
is.
Before I go and pick up Marley, I'd like to go over to one.
Alrighty, you would have to hop down off the main platform, because that's where you were. You guys were on that
Excellent.
elevated. As you hop off, there are two bodies of them. One is, let's see, one was thrown at one of the hives. I would say there's
I
probably
think one of them,
I
one
think-
of them shattered. I
Yeah,
remember.
I think that one of them actually landed where you are on the platform, actually, because I remember that
Oh,
heckin' Arden
was just
flung
up
it
there.
that way.
Yeah.
Right. that
Yeah.
is- that
Yeah,
is-
flung it.
Yep, so one of them is there. How would you like to investigate it? What are you looking for?
I would like to break it open and look inside.
Roll me just a general strength check.
Okie dokie. Hiya. That's.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm feeling oofies right now.
You try to punch it, you find you stagger slightly when you do, and as you hit it to try to break it open, you lose balance a little bit, and your hand just kind of grazes along the bark-like metal that is on the surface of it.
All right, I whip out my greatsword and I'm gonna try to cut it open.
Roll me.
I whip out my sword!
Roll me an attack roll.
Okay.
You do.
There we go.
You swing it downwards and you hit it. It cracks open the front of it. As you look inside, you see a. You hear a strange, like, almost decompression sound whenever you break it open, as if there'd been some air or energy or whatnot that had been compressed inside of it. But as you break it open, you find there's just an empty cavity with more. You can tell the armor's very thick enough that wearing it would probably be cumbersome. But it is hollow, like a suit of armor.
Get him, Gino. Crack him open like an angel lobster.
Nothing in here. Okay. That's all I wanted. He's gonna go over to Marley and he's gonna pick her up.
Alright, you do so.
Guess we should get moving.
Looking around the area, Logan, is there any other way to go but this big door?
There is a effectively frozen waterfall that was made from water that pooled in near where you guys came in that
Yeah.
theoretically it would lead up to somewhere. It is mostly filled in by ice. Beyond that, it looks like this little ravine, effectively, that you're in probably wouldn't even exist if the Talon hadn't caused the seismic activity that made it. So this seems, you could go back, but this seems to be basically the end of the line.
We could try to get up to the surface, but since this is the thing in the center of the city, I doubt that would allow us to go very far. The only place to go is through here.
Plus, if the surface is like we saw before, then we're gonna have to live as like mole people.
We still
I mean,
need to
it's
get our
not
way
so
to
bad.
the outside of it.
Well, if this thing has demons coming from the demon world to the human world, we could maybe get up top through this if the demons are coming out up top.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know much about that, but it seems the only place to go. Unless we want to try to make our way back the way we came, which we saw all of everything had happened that way.
I think we might as well.
Let's go forward then.
I'll take point with you if that's okay.
Alright. Looking at your guys' marching order, are you guys going to be sticking to basically what you... the tokens are so tiny now because I changed them 1 sec. Oh,
It's true.
Doobity-boo, replacing the tokens, boobity-boo. Alright, are you guys basically keeping that marching order, except, you said you wanted to take point,
I'm
right?
guessing Fionnuala and Gino would be changing because Gino would be holding on to Marile.
Okay.
Hmm.
I was gonna say on a scale from 1 to unconscious, how am I
Everybody,
doing?
everybody's walking up a
You
step for
could go
you,
ahead
so-
and roll me... roll me a constitution check.
I choose to fail. No. I'll roll it. Constitution, is it safe?
Check.
abilities.
Yeah,
Check,
so the other
okay.
side.
I'm learning.
As you guys are about to enter into it, you hear Marile begin to cough and sputter back to life.
Marile,
Oh, there she
You're
is.
alive!
Dios mío, ¿qué pasó? ¿Dónde? Who's carrying me?
Gino.
I am. Yeah.
Me. You're not Nicolo.
No.
He knows.
¿Dónde está Nicolo?
I'm right
See,
here.
Niccolo
Niccolo.
Niccolo didn't even fight for you.
See, Nicolo. Oh, there he is.
Like looks over to Arden as he says that. Like,
What was
He gives you a
Emmanuel gonna
shit-eating
say?
grin.
What was Emmanuel gonna say?
What?
You said Gino, and he looked over to you.
I just said it's Gino
Oh, okay.
as an answer to the question of who's
Well-
carrying it.
All right. Well, you're good. Here you go. He's just gonna let her down.
Well, fine, I guess. Thank you, then.
maybe I wanted to be carried
maybe,
through this.
maybe I wanted to be carried. These are high heels.
Do you want me to do? Okay, I'll pick her up again. Some indecisiveness happening here.
Ah, pues aquí, mejor así lo prefiero.
I don't
I wonder if I'd
understand.
be strong enough to carry you. I think so.
I like flex a little
You want
bit.
to try?
I actually would. Marile is
Here you go.
I'll pick you up.
I mean, if everybody wants to pass me around as they say as they hot potato, they can do.
Oh, I got this.
Oh, I see. Potatoes. That's prejudice right there.
I'm gonna try to hold Marile.
Yeah, yeah.
You, currently carrying 90 pounds, you can carry... Yeah, you would be able to carry Marile relatively easily.
Ah, pues
you're
eres
not
más
light.
fuertita que eres.
She doesn't weigh all that much.
You're pretty light.
Thank you.
You want me to just carry you?
What are we looking at? 130? You have 50 pounds on you. We're looking at 180. Oh, actually, you can lift her, but you can't move around properly with her.
Still, like, damn, I'm 90 pounds. I know, I eat.
Do I eat?
Do I eat? I think I could lift her without any
No,
problems.
you and your equipment collectively account for about 185 pounds. Or wait, no, sorry. You're what, 100 and... Not that this matters. You're 130 plus 50 because of your equipment, so yeah, you're about 180 pounds with your stuff.
Makes sense.
What's the weight of red orbs? 'Cause I've got 310 of
No,
those.
don't worry about it.
Am I? Okay, cool. Not
Ethereal
over encumbered by
orbs.
these orbs that I can't see right.
You don't even know you have them.
Exactly.
Souls.
Technically, you don't have them. Don't worry about it.
Technically, don't worry.
Theo's tiny again.
No,
Theo!
Are we supposed to be seeing a map? Because I don't see a map.
No.
No, I'm
No,
just,
it's on the party
Okay.
sheet.
Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's on the order tab of the party sheet.
Not that I want to cause anything, but I will draw you guys' attention to the fact that as far as I understand things, Theo has the magistrate, and I have treated it as if Theo has attuned to the magistrate.
I have no desire for.
But
a
what
long
if
rest.
I wanted to attune to the magistrate?
Well, no, put Marley down. You're very pretty and very light, but I won't be able to swing my sword around if I have to. So I can protect you.
Understandable, and I'm flattered.
So we have this gun thingy,
Right.
and I'd be down to use it, because I really like guns, and it's...
I thought you were all about, like, swords or whatever.
But I was about to say, but I also...
You can like two things at once, or more than
That's
one.
fair.
thing.
It's fair. It's just never... I don't know. You say more of a sword gal, but, you know what? If you want the gun, I've got no objections. The only one I'd,
want-
you know...
From what I've
debate
seen going
whether
through
having
here,
it or not.
From what I've seen going through here, you have very good eyes for these kind of things. I would trust you with that.
Plus, with guns, you can pose all cool like this. Whoosh-ah!
Your child poses with their gun.
I'll pose
Gino
for it.
poses with a gun next to him.
That's so upsetting.
It's like an action movie.
Well, if you trust me, I would like to keep it. I do really, really like my sword the most, but I'd really like to at least try it out.
I got no objections.
It's yours.
Should we look for something to do target practice?
Cunula, shoot that piece of armor over there!
Hiya!
Whoa!
You aim it, you fire the magistrate as you do. There's a very brief, like, that builds up within it whenever you fire it. When it blasts, you don't see a bullet come out of it, so much as you see this, like, compressed bit of demonic energy that when it hits, erupts into a blast of thunder. Specifically, when you shoot a piece of armor, when it hits it, you see a very, a spiderweb of cracks appear on it and explode immediately.
Oh, that's fucking sick!
That's so cool.
I offer Fionilla a high five.
Oh, absolutely high five back.
Bam!
Yeah. Okay, that's
Ah.
really fucking cool. Alright, let's get moving. And I'll skip
Ugh.
forwards.
Oh
Alright.
dear.
When you said that these things scanned Gino and then opened, right?
Yeah.
Would they look like eyes or something? I think you mentioned.
They look like mechanical eyes, more like orbs that have a single focal point on them where the lights are coming out. The actual beams of light themselves are flat, like when they scan you, a line of light goes across you. But yes, they would have the general appearance of like large mechanical eyes whenever they're like looking at you and moving around.
That doesn't look at all familiar to me, does it?
No, not. Roll me a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about why it's charisma. Just do it.
Hiya.
No.
Nope.
You don't recognize it.
Oof.
Cool. Moving on then.
Question, Logan.
Mm-hmm.
With Arden's experience, like in the Order, has he ever had to deal with like the demon world or wherever we're
You
going?
have only dealt with when the demon world comes knocking on the human world's door. You've never dealt with going directly into the demon world or any of the hells or whatnot.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Cool.
And I'm only somebody who would go after things that come here, right?
Yes, you would never have... apart from Fionnuala, none of you would ever have left the human world.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys move forward and you step towards the massive door that had opened for you, as you get close to it, you find that once you're about a foot away from the opening, there seems to be this, like, almost staticky film that covers it, like as if a barrier were suspended in front of the doorway that when you get close enough to it, you see is made of almost impossible to see, like, hexagons all joined together. But as you get close to it, as if it reacts to a presence, it seems to glow slightly. The edges of the hexagons become clearer. As well, as you move closer, Gino, you notice it first, but you all do catch on to this garbled voice that almost sounds like it's coming from the other side of a wall, coming from inside, that seems to be starting to say the same thing repeatedly. You hear a constant coming from inside, but the sound is like not quite reaching you, and it keeps resetting like a tape player.
And we can't get a good read on what it's saying.
No. Well, you could roll.
I'm pretty
you
sure I
could
know
roll
what it
perception if you want to.
I feel like I heard it, but
I'm
we
pretty
don't
sure I
know.
heard it too.
I'll roll a perception.
Rolling perception.
It's saying Gino Angelo repeatedly.
Yeah. Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's saying
Weird
your
noise.
name.
What?
Seems like you're pretty famous in here.
That's weird. Where's it coming from?
It's going from inside.
Inside?
other
I
side of
guess
that-
we go then.
Gate.
Is it
Oh boy.
Ever since like last game, by the way, whenever you told me that like I had been
Anyone that got
doing
over
stuff like
a
Gino Angelo and
anyone
stuff
that got
for
over
a
like
bit.
a 15, by the way, you would have recognized that it was saying Gino Angelo. Sorry, Cody, go ahead.
And ever since last game, whenever you told me, whenever I went off by myself to like watch things, that I had seen things and heard of things like Gino Angelo, I have been slightly on the sus side when it comes to looking over at him. So now that they're saying this, I kind of like look back at him, just like, you're pretty famous here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird. As inside, as in just for clarification, from as in back where we came from, or
No.
ahead?
In the
Ahead.
walls of this
In
place
the-
we're coming in.
Okay, cool.
Just like the 2016 smash hit Inside.
Do you just have a list of movies up again?
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's a video game. It's really good.
Oh,
It's by those guys who made Limbo.
Oh,
I was hoping you would say the freaking the date of that one too.
I love that game.
Arden,
Lord.
can we play video games when we're all done?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds fun. But also, what's going on? I think we should investigate.
I mean, probably.
Unless you have the ability to walk through walls, which honestly would not surprise me. at
It's
this
only,
point. We
no,
should keep
it's
going.
not
He
a-
reaches for his greatsword.
It's not a proper wall.
portal.
It's this, it's like an electric film. Like, you know the barrier in WandaVision? It's like
Oh,
that turned down
okay.
to 1% opacity.
If that is the case, then I will walk forward and attempt to push my hand through film.
You go through. As you do, there's a slight staticky feeling whenever you touch it, but your hand passes through it. You notice that once your hand's on the other side, your hand in the tunnel through the barrier looks like it's got like a staticky look to it. Like it's a little bit phased out.
I will step through.
Stepping all the way through, there's no trouble when you do so. There is this moment of like the sound cutting out in your ears. You notice that the hollow wind that came from the tunnel behind you instantly stops, as if that sound cannot reach past it as you move in. And looking forward, you see that it's the same tunnel that you were just in, but you see that along the walls, there's all these like almost mechanical arms that look like they've extended out, and not like literal arms, but like, you know, pistons that have extended out from the walls that all are aiming reflective panels that look like solar panels with this honeycomb almost pattern etched into them, reflecting this rainbowy light at where the film is. And you can tell that they are projecting the barrier, quote unquote, that you just stepped through, and they are making it
They
visible.
don't seem to move or anything whenever I come in.
Nope, there's a slight movement to them as if they like seem to adjust constantly, and they all shine this refracting light into the same place as if they're just adjusting to match each other and keep it consistent, but beyond that, no. turning to look at the others, presumptively out of the corner of your eye, you do notice you cannot see the others on the other side of it. You can still see the cave outside, but you cannot see the others.
I would like to follow him inside.
I kind of blink
let's
my way,
go.
looking back in that direction, and like I just make like a come here motion with my hand, like maybe they can still see me because I saw my hand.
You guys would lose sight of him as soon as he passes through.
Yeah. But I am following him.
Whenever you guys go in, you pass through with no real issue. As soon as you're in, the voice that was coming from inside becomes clear again, and this time it continues onward. You hear just a message, a very robotic voice, just saying, "Gino Angelo, it has been 2,000 years since you were deployed, and you require repair in the central workshop. The system is not operating efficiently, as the dimensional anchors are engaged to keep the workshop situated between worlds. No one is present at the anchor's command deck. Please report to the command deck and finalize the workshop's landing, as well as correct its course. Currently, it is engaged between the Lazarus Field, Frost Hell, and Human World. Please anchor it to 1, and then seek repairs."
Okay.
Those are a lot of words.
From what
Gino.
I got from that, it seems like you can fix this.
Thank you.
I don't.
It sounds like
That
you're
wasn't-
actually the older brother.
Aw, man! Oh, fair.
Well,
I will say.
I don't know what any of this means.
The central what again? What did it say? The central hub?
workshop.
Workshop.
I said
Apparently
require
there's no
repair
one
at
else
the
in here
workshop.
either.
The Lazarus Field.
DM, would I know anything? Does the Lazarus Field mean anything to me? Obviously, Frost. Hell.
Roll me religion. There's a slight chance that you might know, but it is obscure even for people in the demon world.
Can I also roll? Since I, am part of the...
Yes, you roll as well. That makes sense to me. The rest of you, I think that if any else of you wanted to roll, anyone who either has proficiency in religion or is Nicolo.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I'm Nicolo.
I'm Nicolo!
That's me.
Arden used a style.
I'm the Nicolo boy.
Fucking you used a style point on you. You just JoJo as you're trying to remember. You just like sweep an arm back and put one hand to your head. Close your eyes, like.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, sure, okay. Nicolo and Gino, Lazarus Field. Gino, you have like this innate sense of what it is. As you think of it, you don't know how you can recall this, but you'd be generally aware that the Lazarus Field is a sometimes used term for it's effectively an almost purgatory between the human world and the demon world. It's not quite in either. It's effectively like, if we're to use D&D terms, it's its own, effectively, demi-plane of, with basically nothing in it, that any gates between the two worlds have to bridge their way through. And Nicolo, you would basically know the same. You would have heard it by a couple of different terms, but that's what you recall.
That's weird. Why is that in my head? I know what that means.
Yeah.
Maybe you did at some point. Didn't you say you don't remember anything?
Yeah, I guess.
You can get a
From
lot
the
of
sound of
information
it.
in 2,000 years.
Well, from the sound of it, it sounds like you're damaged or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, man.
Aye.
Did you see that shit back there?
Rocket hand beans.
Well, I mean, within the last 2,000 years, you've been damaged or something.
Perhaps that's a good thing.
I agree.
The
what I
Lazarus
find
Fields
out.
are a place between realms. A sort of purgatory between them.
What you might know, Nicolo,
Okay.
is nothing should be in it. To try to draw parallels with other things, it's a lot like the Dongai path in Bleach. Like, it's not a place where things should exist. It is a realm of energy that is effectively turned into a pathway whenever a hell gate is opened or what have you. Generally, most gates should go straight from one thing to another using this place as a connection. It is not a place where things should linger or settle.
I do not know why this thing is in a piece of it, but nothing settles there. It is a place between places.
Well,
Sounds
From
like
what
this
it
might be
sounds
the
like-
place.
from what it sounds like, well, it sounds like we should head towards that, the workshop, or at least the command deck or whatever.
From what the
It
voice
said we could
nothing
anchor-
is here, so
Yeah, it said we could anchor it to the human world if we want.
he looks at him as he says that.
What?
We want to anchor this thing in the human world.
Well, to get us back. I don't know.
We're already in, aren't we?
As
I'm
you,
already late for work.
as you turn around, I will note that as you say, like, we already are, aren't we? As you turn around, you notice that where there was once a gate that led outwards, as you turn, the various panels seem to stop and turn off. The reflective light from the honeycomb pattern panels ceases. And the wall behind you, that was once the massive path back into the caves, now becomes just a solid metal sheet that looks like obsidian shutters closed over it.
Well,
You also notice that it's much warmer in here. Having spent a minute in here, you guys find that it's quite toasty.
ew. And it's getting hotter. And hotter. And hotter!
If only those words meant things to me.
If we anchor this thing in the human world, we can. But is this not what is bringing? No.
Well,
perhaps
it
it's
said
only
that-
bringing it because it's connected to the Frost Tales.
Well, didn't it say that there's nobody left in the workshop or whatever?
I
In the
think so.
abundance?
Yeah, it said no one is
Perhaps-
present.
Perhaps
On
if
the
we
command
anchor
deck,
it in
at
the
least.
human world, disconnecting this thing from the Frost Tales, we can stop the permanent winter that's going on.
Maybe.
Yeah. Aye.
Maybe?
That sounds
Let's check it out.
Let's move forward.
seems like a place to go at least.
All right.
Mira mi Nicolaus en su cerebro.
Not
Me
now.
too.
Me
I don't know what she says. I just have to interact with
You
my
have to take leaps of faith.
You have to just bring me your fucking
You're
hand
telling
to
me.
it.
She said, "Look at my Nicola using his brain."
Not now.
Oh.
I love that.
I
love
agree.
it when
Chinese food is fantastic.
I just have to take leaps of faith, man. I have to pretend like I know what she's
It's all
saying.
it's all the tone. It's all the
It's all in the tone. There's a lot you can glean from just the tone.
I love this.
It's my favorite thing.
What a good bit. All right. As you guys presumably move forward in, am I guessing correctly and that's what you're doing? Okay.
I would like to potentially, as we're moving forward, Bionila, Gino, can you take the front? I will keep an eye on the back. Arden, can you come with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would like to drag Arden back to the back of the group
Well, goodbye.
and give like a decent bit of leeway between us.
Oh, just
right.
watch Fiona as she gets further away from me. Like, goodbye, friend.
Oh, we're not leaving. We're just behind them. Anyway.
As you guys walk down the hall, just so you know, continuing forward, the every footfall that you have falls on a hard metal surface. It's smooth, but you don't find there's any like risk of slipping, even though it looks almost reflective in how smooth the floor is. There's proper traction on it. Whenever you pass into a dark area, you find that lights will come to life, usually in response to Gino moving forward, as if emergency lighting is turning on specifically to follow him. That said, as you continue to move forward, you go ham. You guys want to talk in private? Then
Yes.
is this a separate call, private, or is this?
I don't know. How
Your
much-
uncertainty
how far
tells
we
me
can
that
get
your uncertainty tells me that it's probably not a separate call, private.
back. I'm trying to decide how far we can get back. I don't think it should be a private call because I don't think we can get that far back away from them without them being like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
I mean, Arden and
So-
Fionnuala already waved goodbye to each other.
That's true. You made quite the scene.
They already waved bon
Oh,
voyage.
he's not trying to be extremely sneaky about it. From what he's found of all of these people, they're not very hard to fool. Anyway.
Wow.
Wow.
Rude.
So, I
So
will-
we'll stay
I will-
here. We'll stay here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I will drag Arden back a little bit, and as we are walking, I will say under my breath, "What do you make of Gino?"
It's hard to say. Feel like we learned a lot just from that one message that's on the a speaker or whatever. I
He's
feel like
broken in some way.
I agree. If he ever gets repaired, he might become an something like that thing that we fought before.
We're on the same wavelength then.
Hmm.
I've dealt with similar beasts before once. None of them have ever acted like Gino has. But
I've never, same here. From the work I've done, I've never come across anything like Gino. Plus, I've had these nightmares, and it looks like Gino was similar looking to the thing I saw. At
the
least.
thing you saw.
Yeah, I basically saw this whole fucking thing happen in my dreams. This, he sort of gestures all around him, just, the things that happen in the human world. But
He seems to be the one we need to get this, whatever we are in, from destroying the city, but I worry that once we repair him, or once he connects to this place in any way,
might actually
have
just
problems.
automatically repair him.
How confident are you that we can stop him?
Well, if he stays at his current strength level, if he gets repaired, I'm pretty confident that all of us combined could probably take him. At
How
least.
confident are you that we can stop Emmanuel?
Emmanuel?
The child has a
Depends
gun.
on who goes first.
He's immortal. He has a gun.
If we try to do anything to Gino, that ring of Emmanuel's
Could potentially be
not.
pretty bad. But hopefully
I want
he'll.
to ask one thing. If something happens with Gino, if he attacks us, can you quickly deal with Emmanuel? And do you think we have a chance against Gino without him?
I think we do. Personally.
Good.
And yeah, I can try and take care of Emmanuel if he ever gets, too
I hope
frisky.
it does not come for that.
Same. For now, he's friendly, but I'd say keep on your guard. But I have a feeling you don't ever let it down.
Thank you.
No problem.
He will look at Arden, give him a nod, and then slightly increase his pace to get back up to where the others are.
Gino, are we in hell?
You know, I don't know. Maybe.
I heard something when I stopped paying attention because I heard the word Lazarus and I started thinking about the 2005 hit Batman Begins. Specifically, I was thinking of the portrayal of Ra's al Ghul by Liam Neeson. It was fantastic.
I think I remember that one.
That was so good.
I feel like you're watching a lot of movies that you're not yet old enough to watch on your
They
own.
don't let me go outside very often.
So they let you watch movies that are above your age.
They gave me a gun.
I mean, I'm usually the one that gets them for him.
Eso sí es verdad.
They gave me a
gun.
I mean, I'm not going to say yes or no. Maybe they'll let you into Angel's Light if we ever get out of here.
What's that?
What's that?
Where I work.
Oh, wait.
I want to see.
What do you do?
Yeah, what's it? Explain.
Just
So, Gino, have you
smile.
heard any more voices?
Not yet.
Just smiles.
But seriously, what can you do?
That's really interesting. Maybe keep your ears open for some more.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of a voice is interesting, I guess.
Anything bringing back any memories, friend?
I don't know. Are there?
I would say probably not. I will say
Nope.
around this time you guys would reach a chamber that looks to be the end of the path. There's a large circular platform in it, at the center of which there are three large triangular pillars that seem to go up. They're not terribly huge. Well, I guess depends on your definition of huge. Each one is about as wide as one of you. They go up about 15 feet. Each one has a large indentation on it, on the inside, that is a circular empty space that looks about the size of, like, you could fit a coin in, that would be large enough that would, like, fit in your hand. One of them, however, is filled in. It appears to, instead of having a coin in there, there just appears to be this reddish copper button that has the design of a demonic face on it.
Ooh.
I sure have an aesthetic down here.
Yeah.
Do you think it was always like this? Like, did it start all demony, or did they move in and alter things to be more like this? Like, was this a choice?
What do you think it could have been before?
No idea. I want to touch the red thing.
Alright.
Oh, God.
As you touch it, you hit it, you press it in, there's this momentary grotesque, almost scraping sound of like ancient rusting metal against stone. You press it in, you hear this blade on blade sound as the entire room seems to shift and turn slightly. The circular platform shifts to the side very suddenly. Plumes of dust escape through seams in the floor around you. And then you hear the most pleasant ding, as if elevator doors began to close. And as it does, the platform that you're on starts to slowly rise up, and it enters into a circular chamber that exactly fits it and begins to move up in the structure with all of you on it. Rise up.
Elevator.
I've prayed enough, Devil May Cry to know what happens next.
I haven't.
Elevator. That's funny.
There's usually fights on these.
How do you know that?
What, you've never had an elevator fight before?
Once?
Really fun.
Fucking thinking I'm just gonna, goddamn, it's just gonna be fucking Devil May Cry tropes up and get out of here. An elevator can just be an elevator. As you're going up,
Then all of a sudden, no.
as you're going up, you do notice that every once in a while, with increasing frequency, you pass by what appears to be a large glass section that appears to be a large window that faces outwards. At first, though, as you pass by them, you just see chunks of building, as you can now see out back into the city again. But it appears that whatever you're looking at is still underground. You pass by 8 or 9 of these windows over the next minute or so. Just the 9th, the 10th, just layers of building and rubble and ice. And then all of a sudden, a blinding light comes from outside as you pass by one, and instead of a city, there's this golden, reddish, just infinite expanse, filled with clouds that look like they're made some kind of vapor in the distance, and what looks like just glaring sunlight filling the horizon. You all have to shield your eyes initially from the contrast, as the next few windows you pass by, you can see the same thing, and your eyes have to adjust. And you can see out into this relatively massive expanse that, Gino, you would recognize from some of the memories that you have, as being where some of the conflict in your memories happened.
Oh.
Looking out and onto it, you guys can also see as your eyes adjust that there's no sun outside. There's just light coming from a direction in this infinite sky that you can see. Seems to be coming from everywhere at once. And looking down and looking through it, you appear to be on an elevator on a structure that looks about the same as one of the Talons you passed by before, that you were in before, which you know you are in. But you see that down below there's a huge, as long as a, like, cruise liner ship, heading out, moving towards this large, central, almost looks like floating city in the middle of the sky. At the middle of which there appears to be this massive obsidian and copper citadel with golden and obsidian buildings. And in the distance you can see 3 other arms, and you can see the shadows of other 3 more Talons that look like the massive structure that you're in on them. Far enough away that it would be miles of travel along this thing. But it's all you can see. No city, no ground, just an infinite sunset bright sky with this floating in the middle of it.
Oh,
Cool.
Why
Never
Very.
are
seen
we
something
here?
like this before. It's neat.
huh.
He just kind of like walks up to the window and just looks out at, like, I recognize this.
Yeah?
I
Really?
fought here.
Gino, roll me perception.
Perception.
Oh!
Bear, 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 bear.
Hey.
Looking out, Gino, as you step towards the window and you look out into the expanse, you see, first, they're far enough away, they just look like little bits of dust, almost, from how far away they were, but focusing on them, you see that floating around this area, around these structures that you see outside, there are hundreds of other armors that look like they're broken that are just floating in the sky as if suspended in space, as well as the skeletons and remains of various machines and siege weapons and demons that look like they've been completely dried out and like their flesh has burned away, only leaving the things that time couldn't touch, just floating, as if they had all died engaged in some massive battle.
I fought here once. I don't know when. Probably
You
a
know-
long time ago. But
Do you know who you are fighting?
no.
Is it safe to assume you won?
I mean, he's here, isn't he?
That's why I'm asking.
And he's so strong.
I don't really know.
Right.
I woke up on a beach somewhere. After this. So, maybe, maybe not.
Well, if you won, that means you're really strong, yeah? And if you're really, really strong, I'm happy you're with us.
He looks over at you. Just gives a slight nod.
He's giving you a big gremlin-y smile.
I think this might be the place I've been looking for.
Well, then let's find out what it is, yeah?
Yeah.
As you say that, as you pass by the next window, you all find yourself suddenly freezing as the next window that goes by, you can see the city again. You can see Carpenter City, just a constant blizzard. You can make out buildings. You find you're about 200 feet above the ground as the next series of windows seems to show you just back where you came from. And as soon as the light from the city pours back in, the room freezes again instantly like it was down in the caves.
Can I see my car?
You cannot see your... Well, roll me perception. I'll be a nice boy. Roll me perception. Let's see if you can see your car. You can vaguely make out the district where you came from. You see that a lot of it has been upheaved. In the distance, almost against all odds, you can see sitting just on the edge of a large spike of road that has been upturned. You see your car loosely hanging, teetering over an edge. And as you look at it, you get closer to it, you just find yourself going, no, 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 no. As you see it just slowly teeter down, and it falls down into a pit.
Dios, Nicolo, what's wrong?
Arrivederci.
I like to
Arriba
imagine,
del what?
canon or not, I like to imagine a hard cut to outside of it, and you're just the view of it falling with a muffled in the distance.
As it goes down, he just says no. Everybody's like, what? And then he just fucking falls to his knees. Arrivederci.
As you do,
What?
the next window is debris and city again, as if you were back underground. And then the next one, once again, the infinite expanse in the sky. Another one of the sky, another one of the sky, then underground, then the city. And it seemed to just change randomly, as if your location in the elevator was shifting every time you passed a window.
It's just
I'm
taking
guessing the
longer
I'm
than I
still
thought.
on the ground.
Does this seem sort of par for the course for the same thing when I got here? Like when the town.
You don't remember going through an elevator like this.
Okay.
You remember passing through something like the gate whenever you came in, but you do not remember really going inside the structure or exploring. Your memory goes as far as seeing the outside of the town, seeing a similar gate, though through it you could see the city. You could see the human world through it rather than the inside of the town, and you went into it. And you don't know if you have a lapse in memory or if you just went straight to the human world, but you recall the next thing that happened to you was leaving the structure that I've been referring to as a Talon, leaving it and entering into the human world immediately without ever going inside. As far as you knew, the whole thing was just one big portal.
Okay.
You think the expanse of nothingness is the Lazarus field or whatever?
I don't know. Maybe. Never
Maybe.
seen it, so.
Weird. All right then.
Tapping his foot, waiting for the elevator to stop.
As you guys start tapping, you guys hear a creaking sound from coming up above you, and then what sounds like something large detaching, letting out this echoing sound as if an elevator that was above this one had let out, and like as if the cables holding it had snapped. And from the massive pit that's up above you, you hear this increasing sound. As very suddenly the entire elevator rocks as something collides in with the center of it. And you see this massive golden figure land, superhero style, and slowly rise up.
Oh, fuck.
Rise up.
Because we are on an elevator in DMC.
I fucking told you!
Holy fuck, I didn't know this was a common occurrence here!
Neither did I, to be fair.
As you guys see a massive robotic figure land and then stand up, standing twice as tall as any of you within the center of the area, its eyes scanning over the lot of you. You see chunks of its armor appear to have rusted and broken off. As it moves and as it stands, it seems to settle, and when it does, gouts of steam escape vents on its body as if it's adjusting itself. I'm gonna throw you guys onto the heckin' map here, and we're gonna need to roll initiative against this boy.
Woo!
If Nicola wasn't already standing up, she's just like tugging on him, just like levántate, cacha nadie le importa.
This thing lands, he looks
Oh,
back after
Ogden.
being distraught.
Yeah, I would say you two. You two would probably.
Is there another elevator map that has an A and B button on the
No.
Really got him.
In fact, there's not.
Damn.
Quickly, enter the contra code.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like All right.
Initiative. Here we go.
A, B, left, right.
Up, down,
Also,
left,
I love
right,
how my
A.
initiative's a +5 now.
Also,
Hooray!
need to.
Hooray.
Mine is a +1.
Mine
I-
is a
Mine's a
+4 if I did it properly.
Oh,
I need to very quickly.
Yep.
you did.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Effects +1.
I don't know why it says that.
you have a 1?
Jack of all trades.
You are a bard.
Oh,
Right.
Mission 2 is on the combat tracker.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, didn't Squeaky have to leave early last time? Like as soon as we were done, you didn't. I don't think we went over a bunch of the stuff that she got at level 2.
We had a call since last game, and
Oh,
we,
okay.
we went over it all. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Heck in. So yeah, just to recap, Jack of all trades, anything you do not already have proficiency in, including initiative rolls. Any skill roll or ability check that you make gets half your proficiency bonus, rounded down, I think it is, at this
Down.
level. Down. So anything that you're not proficient in, you're getting a +1 in currently. That said,
Wee.
starting with Big Boy Mission 2, because heckin' everything's got an effect in this game. One moment, I need to roll 1d4. Ka-chunk. A 3. Alright, as this happens and as you guys all go up and you see this thing land, Fiona, you're the only one that really can retain sight of it, because just as it looks like it's about to start moving and attack, you guys pass through a series where all you can see is the debris outside, and for all intents and purposes, the lighting conditions within the elevator go completely black.
Uh-oh.
The only thing that you guys can see are really the faint little bits of bluish light coming from outside between the bits of debris. But for this round, everyone that does not have dark sight will be considered blinded.
Dark sight?
Dark vision.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Duh. I was like, is that a new
anybody
thing?
have
You know
heard
what
of
it
this
is.
game?
You know what it is. Leave me alone.
Well, I didn't know.
I'll kill you.
Does my race have dark vision?
Check.
I can't remember.
It'd be on your sheet.
Well,
In your
doesn't
main
say.
page.
Does not say, so I guess not.
do not believe you do. As a general note, I tend to avoid giving the stuff I make dark vision because I don't like
Everything
to play
has
into
it.
the D&D stereotype of everything having dark vision.
Doesn't Manuel or Marile have fairy fire?
Yeah.
Guess what I didn't take at level
I can
3.
accidentally cast Fairy Fire.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
Just keep using your ring until you get Fairy Fire.
Real quick, and everybody, ba-bam, blinded except for Fionnuala. Gonna get rid of it
Yeah,
on
she's
you.
the only one.
And
Oh.
Marile, you're first.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
You would
Going
still know
first.
its general location, but for the purposes of attacks and targeting and whatnot, you are blinded.
Blinded. No.
Anybody else get a bunch of error stuff?
Yeah,
I got one,
I
though.
did get a little error.
Did you?
I just closed it out.
Yeah. Everything's running fine right now, but
This-
yeah.
Just once initiative kicked off, I don't think it's a big issue.
Do I need to see to make fun of it and
Nope.
hurt its feelings?
Well, does the
I'm-
spell say that you have to be able to see it?
use the
Vicious
just in case,
Mockery.
If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you. Wait, you can see within range. I can't see it.
Well, heck.
There went that.
You don't have a torch, do you?
Wait a minute. Prestidigitation be used to make a little flicker of light. You can wait. You instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. Can I use that?
You could use it to make light near it, but it would also take your action to use Prestidigitation, which would mean you couldn't use Vicious Mockery.
That's fine.
If they can't
Because
target with Vicious Mockery.
Because this is a duration of up to an hour. This is like warding in League of Legends. That game I don't
Yeah,
play.
it would make things easier.
The main thing with that is if you are just creating, you would have to ignite something. It would have to be something flammable for you to actually ignite. You could definitely create a momentary like spark or a flame, but it would go out immediately unless you were lighting
Yeah, that's
something.
what I was asking if you had a
I'm
torch or
carrying
something.
around a lamp.
That'll work.
Yeah, that'll do.
I'm carrying a lamp.
If you want, you can take out, I'll say, interaction for instead of a weapon. You could take out your, effectively a flashlight and just turn it on and aim it at it.
Lamp.
We're gonna
Is it
say
a hooded or a, is it like a fucking, what's the other kind of lantern? The fucking, that makes a cone?
for the purposes of what we're doing and the era we're living in, let's say it's a flashlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You're about to Alan Wake this bitch.
This is an oil lamp. It says
I
adventure.
knew you. I knew
Okay.
you bringing that oil lamp out would be. That's a good idea.
For just this occasion.
I saw in the nice Bollywood movie, the lady was dancing and it was so graceful. I wanted to try.
Reaches into cleavage, pulls out oil lantern.
But yeah, so are you using your interaction to take out a flashlight and point it at it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'd say that for the purposes of targeting it, you guys would not be blinded.
Hey,
Hell yeah. Now what?
I like it.
you've already done enough. You gave all of us out. Stop being blind.
I'd say it'd be
Hell yeah.
your interaction, and I'll be super mean here and say your bonus action to turn it on. That said, you still have your action.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now you can beat it up with your words.
This is very much a horror movie sort of issue, though. As you turn it on and aim it at it, you can see its hulking form, like, moving towards you, the light reflecting off its armor and scattering into different areas.
I guess we will use vicious mockery, where it's like, now I understand why you wanted it to be dark. You're hideous.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead and roll it
First time you
again.
did it without.
Go ahead and roll it against it.
Hold on. That's a little dragon. Magnifying glass. And then we do the save.
You drag the save onto him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fails.
Yay!
Then I do the damage.
He didn't like that.
Hooray, you're beating it up with your words.
As you say that, though it fails, and you can give it disadvantage on its attack, it doesn't seem physically affected by it.
Oh.
Oh,
So just the damage?
Yes.
Wait,
You can apply the effect, not the damage. Like, the damage you've already applied,
Oh.
it didn't seem affected by it.
Okay.
Go ahead and
immune to psychic damage.
There we go.
Because he's a robot and doesn't have a brain.
That's
That
fair.
makes sense.
is that you?
What?
I'll take offense to that.
I'm also going to just quickly write on your sheet, flashlight on.
Hell yeah.
If I only had a
Look at me
brain,
being
said
useful.
Gino.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but fuck
assuming that's your turn, considering that's your full gambit of actions, I'm gonna lock your tokens, by the way, Kachunk.
If I only had a brain.
Nicolo, your turn.
I can see. I can fight. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the boy.
Hell yeah.
Doing the ranger.
What a good spell. The best spell a ranger can get.
I have two things on my Hunter's Mark.
Yes, you do.
One is a. Which one do I put on? Do I just put them both on?
Heckin', let's see. How do I have you done? You have an effect that makes it so IFT custom. Nicolo Mark. Heckin', the one that says Nicolo Mark concentration. We're gonna take that off of self. Apply the top one to him and the bottom one to yourself. The bottom one so that we can remember how long you have this on for. The top one is
Gotcha.
to apply the effect itself.
Gotcha.
I see.
So the answer is both.
I will apply the Nicolo Mark,
Okay.
and then. Actually, you know what? There's a child there. I will get in front of the child. Actually.
That's fair.
Protect and I'll fight you.
I will mark it with my Nicolo mark, and then I'm gonna hit him with my sword.
Do it.
Hiya! Fuck.
Beat it up with
That's
your
a
word
hit.
swords.
That's a hit.
That's a
I
hit.
mean, it's a big boy.
Hiya!
Just assume everything that's made of armor has a fucking crazy
As you
AC.
swing at it and hit it, you find your blade doesn't cut into it as well as you'd like. Also, in hitting it, you're going to get burned. As you strike it, you find the heat from it causes you to take 6 damage,
Why
6
does
fire
my short
damage.
sword do piercing damage?
because they're meant to be
Sure,
stable.
do piercing damage.
You stab with
Oh, I
them.
thought they were flashy.
They are not.
You were
Think,
a fool.
Is that,
they kinda based on, like a gladius?
Oh, gotcha. I cannot do another attack because I did my bonus action to do the other thing, so that's me.
I'm gonna quickly throw an effect on this boy since I forgot a thing. Automate this effect. Automate this effect. And so as you hit it, you find that your weapon heats and ignites to the point where you almost drop it. You recoil, having taken the 6 points of fire damage, but having dealt a 14 reduced down to some amount to it.
To some amount.
It's hard to exactly gauge with it.
Yeah.
Gino, Angelo?
Alright, I'm gonna do a boop and a boop, and I'm gonna heckin' do him a big old slash with my big old sword.
I can do it. Do him a big old slash with your big old sword.
Cause why not?
Is that the legendary weapon, Big Ol' Sword?
You know of it, do you? So you've heard of it.
Just check. Just check.
How lucky for you, you'll be able to finally see it in action. Huh? Ding. That's a hit. You take fire damage back whenever you strike it, but go ahead and roll your damage.
I have a feeling this thing doesn't care for fire.
Heckin' hiya.
You deal... Again, as you strike it, you find your weapon doesn't manage to push through the material that it's made of whenever you hit it. It doesn't seem to be made of the same material as the other Angelos. When you hit it, there's no reverberation inside of it. It seems like it's solid all the way through. So when you hit it, I imagine you'd be probably looking out for that. It does not seem to be an Angelo as much as it is just an automaton.
And, fuck it, why not? Here we go.
I'd like to just remind everybody, if you haven't used them already, that upon leveling, you all got maximum style points, so those are there for you to use.
I was wondering. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I used all of mine.
When you
to
level,
use
you
fists.
you max out.
Cool.
Oops.
I will remember that.
I yeeted the gauntlets.
Using another one of them boys.
Yeetus, goletus!
Here we go! Hiya!
That is a hit. You take another 8 points of fire damage.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
You deal some damage to it, and because you're a fighter, and the second, you don't have extra attack yet, but when you make 2 or more attacks on your turn, and you hit with all of them, you gain a style point, so go ahead and gain 1.
Also, like, aren't you supposed to re-roll 1s and 2s?
Oh, you'd
I
automatically
did, but
do.
it got another 1 and another 2, and I had to keep them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The 1 became a 2, and a 2 became a 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
You only re-roll them once.
actually.
Okay. I didn't know it was automated like that.
Yep, it is.
I thought it'd be. Okay.
No, you can see it in the effect line.
We'll defeat you, Mecha Wire.
Oh, that'll be me for now.
Alrighty. Emmanuel.
Go there. Then I go up and around. And then I go there. Think everyone's probably safe if I do it here.
Oh my god.
So you're targeting that point. Arden! No! Go ahead and roll it.
Alright, I'm good.
And my ring.
Love that you're like, I'm not even a sorcerer. You're just a kid with a gun and a ring of wonder. That's all you need.
He doesn't even have
You
class
don't even
levels,
you don't even
he's
have
just...
a class. You just have a ring of wonder, and that's your character. So as the cat leaps out and flings itself past it. Magical energy builds up on the arcane cat that follows you, and it goes over to the area. It twists and its form contorts in a spectral manner into a ball, which strikes the ground, and poof, there is a deer in the elevator.
Oh!
The deer looks like it was grazing. It slowly turns, looks up, looks over at the golem, and then
nice! You summoned a deer. Have it fight that thing.
Get him, dear.
Well, good to know we have food after all this is over.
¿Sabes cómo cocinar venado?
What?
Me too!
Oh my god.
Oh, the heck?
That says a lot.
You wrote, did you clear your cache recently? Because if you did,
Not since last time, but I fixed it in the other game. I guess it just switched back for this game as well.
you guys make sure before you do anything, go ahead and check your options. Make sure dice manual or dice entry is like what is it? Fucking combat automation is none, and I guess I took the other thing out. Just make sure that's none.
Yeah.
Real quick. Okay. There's a deer. There's a deer.
For deer. Day for deer.
There is now
Get him, deer!
there's now a deer in here.
A deer in here.
And then I'm gonna use the last time for the moment we go there.
Then I'm gonna run away.
That's me.
Okay. Get out of here. All right. Fiona you're left.
Whee!
And
All right.
Arden, you're on deck.
So, I'm gonna boop to here, and then to here,
I'm gonna pet the deer.
and
Kick its ass!
that's the plan! And I'm going to shoot it with Magistrate, but I'm going to spend a style point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to use one of its features.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'd like to use Deliverance. Hold on, I'm gonna get through
E-rank
fucking-
Deliverance, so you can choose to use this when you hit. You don't have to spend it
Okay.
beforehand.
Okie dokie. So, and beep!
You hit. So go ahead and spend your style point. Heckin' the first use of a style action. Heckin' using the devil arm and using style points to pay for its effects. So go ahead and
Hell yeah.
under Deliverance on your sheet, there should be an effect to just put on yourself to give you the damage.
Yes.
Deliverance, you load it. It glows slightly. The wings of the angelic bust on the top of it fan out slightly, as if it's like getting more ready to fire in a more aerodynamic fashion. You now will deal an extra 1d6 thunder damage with it until the start of your next turn on any hit you make.
Hey, big guy, stop hitting my friends, please!
You fire it. Whenever you hit, just gonna make sure real quick. That would be Boopadoo. Where'd you get all
I did
that?
roll twice.
Advanced weapon damage.
Yeah. Just give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna make sure this is the first time it's rolling that way, so I'm just gonna make sure they're parsed out correctly. Cause
Yeah.
yeah. So it does the 1d10 plus 4 piercing normally, then it does 1d6 thunder, and then it should do an extra. Where are you getting? Thunder. Did you apply it
Thunder!
twice?
Thunder!
Mm-mm.
Deliverance.
I just hit the button once.
Oh, I see why it's doing that. It's because I have it on as two things. I'll leave that damage as it is. I gotta take an effect off you real fast. Because I had that thing programmed in twice on you, technically. My bad.
okay.
That was the extra thunder damage because this thing just natively does an extra 1d6 to thunder damage to constructs.
Mm.
Yeah, I was reading that. That's why I wanted to use it. And
Just a heads
Because-
up, because of the advanced damage line I have on it, where the damage line itself automatically does that, whenever you attack things that aren't constructs, it will still roll that 1d6, but it won't count it in the damage. So don't be alarmed when you see it.
Okay, that's really good to know.
So when we see like the two lines there, like it'll always like parse it or something.
Yeah, the next time when it comes up, I'll point it out again. Just don't worry about it.
Okay, so it did 14, not 28.
Correct. Yes, those are both the same damage roll.
Yeah.
The one where it says the second one is it clarifying what of those numbers actually hit them, because certain damage lines will only apply to certain types of creatures.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, you did it. You hit it. It took most of that damage. It resisted a small bit of it down, but as you hit it, the bullet causes the armor on it to crack somewhat, and it recoils back from it. And you can tell that did quite a bit of damage to it. It felt that.
so I'd like to Dragon Surge and do it again.
Hell yeah!
You Dragon Surge. Go ahead and spend the style points. And not the style points, the
Well, I'm gonna
Focus
fucking
points.
do the. Yeah, I spent them,
And I am going to use the style point because I'd like to I accidentally clicked it already because I'm fucking gonna.
All right.
hit
Make sure to
my
apply the thing to give yourself the bonus. Button.
Button.
Heckin'. So I'm just rolling to hit because my brain just did a burr. Just rolling to hit first. And
But
then
with a
fucking
style point.
adding shit to the
So you
end.
gotta.
What with
You have to add the thing that gives you the plus 1d4.
Where the fuck?
Under style points. Under your powers, under style points.
Oh yeah, the fucking thing.
Yeah.
My brain just went.
That's alright.
So.
And beep.
D&D player fucking forgets what things to add to roll. Breaking news.
Breaking
You fire,
news
you
is
hit.
'cause I forgot to hit the goddamn thing.
But yes, I hit.
I think that hits.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Cool. Yeah. And add the effect in
Nope.
this? No. Cool.
There's no extra effect. You already have the deliverance is still on you already.
Oh, okay.
You
Bing.
fire it. Oh, 21 damage! Reduced down somewhat. By the way, gain a style point because the 10 was a maximum roll.
Yay!
But you hit it. When you do, a chunk of its shoulder gets blasted off and splinters around into the area. It looks like it was going to go for the others. As you do that, it stops. You see its torso shift and move over towards you, and it looks like it's now paying attention to you, more so than the larger group over there.
Hello, sir! And because I dragon surged, I'm gonna scoot 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna scoot over here, take my extra 15 feet of movement, and
Yeah.
get some away from Arden.
You immediately duck and try to move away.
Yep. And that's to me.
So it goes before Arden.
Yep.
It is going to turn, and it is going to move over towards you.
That's very fair.
Is anybody going to attack it?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't.
Why not? Haven't.
Where was he? He was in this space here?
He was. You're right. He wasn't actually within your
Yeah.
range. You're right.
Yeah, he wasn't within 10 feet of me, unfortunately.
You guys can both go for an attack on. I'm going to put him back here real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, he was there?
No, but I'm putting him
Okay,
there
cool.
for the purposes of them triggering the return damage.
Okay, go.
So you guys both hit him. Real quick, guys. Just in future, if you're doing things at
person at a
once,
time.
wait, please.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back and make sure everything happened it was supposed to. So that fire damage was dealt, and your bronze golem hit. So Nicolo, you took the fire damage you were supposed to take. Going down. Gino, you took the fire damage you're supposed to take. You both hit and you both did damage. Yes, it worked. But yes, let's do things one person at a time, please, in the future.
Gotcha.
Okay. I actually didn't roll my damage on him. Okay.
Go ahead, roll your damage. You hit him.
Nice.
Yeah,
Especially
just
when there's
style
something,
point back.
especially when there's something like return damage on, where you guys rolling triggers a bunch of other rolls. It makes it very hard to keep track of what
Yeah,
actually happened
yeah.
very fast. All right, cool. Then, yeah, you both hit him. You both deal. I'm gonna be straight with you. You both dealt 6 damage.
Yay.
It's then going to stomp over this way. Its body shifts and it begins moving over towards you. Fionnuala, it is. Its arm comes around. It pulls itself very suddenly around there. Its fist swinging around, using the momentum of it coming around this pillar. It's going to try to hit you.
Hi.
Fionnuala?
It suffers disadvantage on its first attack because of Marile. So on the first one, it misses. It swings around, and its fist slams into the ground as you jump away from it, but it very quickly rushes up and goes for another attack on you. And this
Thinking
one,
about that dis.
this one hits.
Ow.
Swings up
Ouchie.
towards you, dealing 8 damage as it strikes you. But as it strikes you, it also opens its hand and clasps it around your shoulders and your neck. You are now grappled by it.
Fionnuala!
Hi, sir.
And it begins seemingly like trying to lift you up into the air. Let's see.
Oh, fuck. There's a bolt of lightning outside.
What?
My entire window just lit up bright, even though I have black curtains.
Oh my
I,
god.
I think I heard it.
I heard the lightning.
It was like it had
You
to
know
have
the-
explode.
I know what you mean.
Zeus.
All right.
Zeus! We're pissed off and no one believes in Zeus anymore.
I have a strong inkling that this guy is probably immune to fire damage.
That is ridiculous. What a weird assertion you just made.
He's
What a weird
vulnerable
thing.
to it.
But he'll
He's
take something
vulnerable.
against fire.
He can only dish it out. It's fine.
You strike him, striking him from where you are. Let's see. I do not believe you trigger his damage, but I'm gonna check. Yep, no,
Yeah, I
you
was
don't.
gonna ask about that.
It's only from within 5 feet. You strike him from afar, and though your weapon heats up, it doesn't heat up along the entirety of it to the point where it burns you. You are fine.
Cool. I'ma beat him up. All right.
Pow.
Second attack with my bonus action. Does that hit? I assume not.
That does not.
Okay. That's my bonus action and action. I don't think I have anything else I want to do. So, yeah, that's me.
Oh
Alright.
no, Gino's so low on health.
He
I'm good.
really you, Gino, stay away from him.
I still got a second win.
Okay, good.
Going to the top of the round, real quick. First turn goes to mission. I need to roll 1d4.
Mission.
Impossible.
Doo-doo-doo.
All right.
It took me too.
As you guys are going to attack it, the entirety of the elevator briefly stalls. It seems to get stuck very briefly and causes the entire thing to shudder. I'm going to roll a dexterity save against everybody, as everyone has to try to keep their balance,
the deer?
including the deer.
Oh no.
Not the deer.
Oh, Nat 20.
Oh, hi.
If you're not 20'd, you gain 2 style points, except I think you have maximum right now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you don't gain any.
Oh, yay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
As you do that, the deer succeeds!
Yay!
The only people that fail, weirdly enough, are the golem and Fionula. So
Hell yeah!
The two
you
of them
both
fall over.
you both take 6 damage as it rolls maximum. The universe gains a style point. And both
Wow, what a hit! That's your personal best.
good job, the universe. And as that happens, both Fionula and it fall prone. I'm gonna say that breaks its grapple on Fionula.
Hey!
As it hits, as both of them shift and fall to the ground, the golem falls down. Doesn't fall all the way, it puts one of its arms down, falls down to its knee. Fionula, you fall out of its grasp as it lets go of you to brace itself, and you hit the ground. All right. With that one, the elevator stalls for a second and creaks. It seems to go off-center for a second, and then re-levels, and then keeps going up. At this point, it changes by windows fast enough again that everything is properly lit. Marile's flashlight will not be needed to see anything on this particular round. Marile, it's your turn.
Good, because I can put it back in my tits. Just turn it off and just whoop. Right back.
And so if you
in
want to put it
the-
away, that would be your interaction again.
You could probably just keep it out, so just in case we start up and have to go
Yeah.
into darkness again.
Ah, good point.
That's fair.
I'll hold on to it.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Now I think what to do now. I can consider insulting it again. It's covered in gold, and you would think it would be luxurious, but it's actually very, very tacky. You're tacky.
Oh fuck.
Shit.
You're tacky.
Oh fuck.
Can't just fucking say that to
A
somebody.
bit of steam escapes where one of the eye sockets would be.
Oh.
Go ahead. If you're using vicious mockery, go ahead and roll it.
We're using vicious mockery.
It has advantage on these, and it failed.
It doesn't. Wait.
No,
isn't that wait?
it works.
It failed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
You succeed. It failed.
Looking up
Okay.
at the sky. Where did you?
But it doesn't get psychic damage because
It
it's
doesn't do psychic
dumb.
damage.
Yeah, don't
If you
bother.
if you
Don't
do
bother
make it
applying the damage. You know it's immune to it, but go ahead and yeah.
Give it here.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Make a
That
robot
effect is still
cry.
really
That's your
good,
that's
though.
your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I can give Bardic Inspiration, right?
Yep.
Let's give Arden some Bardic Inspiration. Just
Arden
because
is
of that
Your little
that,
your little cheese puff.
that potato comment from earlier where he was like, potato.
Arden's been getting a lot of inspiration from Marty.
No, it's just that thing of like,
Because
Papa,
you need it, and
Papa.
she knows I don't.
It's like Papa, Papi, Papi, Papa. Mwah.
All right.
All right, cool, thanks.
Potato Daddy.
All right, cool, thanks.
So, is that you, Marile?
Yeah.
It is the deer's turn. The deer,
Yeah, fuck him up!
in a panic, is going to attempt to bite Arden.
Don't make me do this, dear.
It rolls a 20.
Canelo, what are you doing?
It's not a nat
Did it
20,
roll
but
on
it's a
it?
20.
Okay.
Someone shoot the deer.
It rushes up to you, and having nothing else to do, it tries to bite you, Arden. It deals 1 damage.
It hears that
As
Arden is the
you get this compliment from Marile, and then just from off screen, from the
thanks.
side, the deer just comes in and just bites your earlobe.
Fuck.
That wasn't the person you wanted to bite your earlobe from that comment.
Niccolo, Gino, you're on deck.
It heard you're the potato daddy.
Not actually made of potatoes, you weird deer. I eat the deer. I'm gonna
I
eat
run
this
up.
deer out the window.
No, having a deer is a lot of responsibility, Emmanuel.
I go for first attack.
Mm-hmm.
Hiya.
That's a hit.
And how do you always have a perfect gif?
Is my concentration gone or?
Nope.
Skill.
Okay, good. I don't know the roll I have to meet. So that was a 13.
It's either half of the damage you take, or it's 10. This thing literally can't deal more than 10, so it's always going to be 10.
Yay. Hiya.
Yep.
You
Ooh!
I mean, I don't gain anything, but oh.
you gain a style point.
I do not.
Yeah, you full?
Yep.
All right, well, you dealt damage.
Would that not be 2 style points? Because it was both
It
of
does
them?
not count extra dice.
Damn.
It's only the weapon's damage dice, not any that come from effects or criticals.
Then I will go to my offhand, which is not, anything anymore because I have 2-weapon fighting. And I'm gonna go for another attack.
Alrighty.
Hiya.
Yo.
And you continue to be on fire. You maintain Hunter's Mark, but you take 5 more points of fire damage.
That's perfectly fine. Hiya.
You deal 5 more damage to it. Good God, the
I mean-
fire damage is what's wrecking you guys. I know what I said. You deal 5 damage to it. As I told you, it's been resisting your damage.
No.
It doesn't look great, just so you know. The whole thing looks like it's not doing very well as you hit it. One of its arms, you can see the circuitry and whatnot, and the mechanics inside of it get exposed. It's like stalls. Its arm starts making the same repetitive motion as it seems to try to fix itself and realign itself.
Shouldn't
And that is me.
shouldn't the Hunter's Mark damage be considered magical?
It should, because it's magic.
If that matters at all, with
Yeah.
his
It could just be.
So
it could
the
just be
issue
resistant to piercing.
is, it adds extra damage, but I believe the wording on this is from non-magical weapons that aren't adamantine. So one sec, let's quickly. It's actually an interesting question.
Yeah.
Where are you, Hunter's Mark?
I think in Critical Role they counted it as magical.
You
but-
deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it, because it's just an extra damage. It's technically not part of the weapon damage. It's just an extra 1d6 damage. I'm gonna say it takes on the same properties as the weapon damage itself.
Okay.
And going off the fact that the resistance is based off the weapon being magical or not, I'm gonna say that it would not stack.
Sounds good to me.
It doesn't make it a magical weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to me.
Cool.
Alrighty. I reserve the right to change my opinion on this next time.
I welcome you to change it.
I mean, that would only help me.
It's
so
true.
I'm welcome you to change it.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, Gino.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself. I'm gonna fix my armor and then do myself.
You're gonna do the thumbnail.
It's true.
Good heal.
That's a good heal right there.
And then.
That's some good heal right there.
Wait, am I lower now?
What?
Hold on, I'm looking at what my.
No, you just
Okay.
You gained
My
health.
thing, my little meter on my token is red now for me for some reason.
Just,
It was
just
red
adjust your
before.
hit points. To heckin', as long as it's the right number, it doesn't matter. Just
Yeah. I'm gonna rush up and I'm gonna do it another.
and then I'm gonna get close again and I'm gonna lose it all, Rick!
Put up my sword.
Heckin'. When Arden did his thing, he didn't take damage, right?
Correct.
Because he was.
Because I'm 10 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Actually, then I'm gonna.
Shit,
I'm
you gonna
gonna
pull out the
drop-
halberd?
I'm gonna pull up my. I'm gonna heckin' drop my great sword. Actually, I'm just gonna like stab it into the floor, and then I'm gonna whip out my halberd and I'm gonna rush forward.
Alrighty.
And I
Yeah,
whip out my
right.
halberd.
Are you gonna do it from?
Forward,
Yeah.
forward, I mean away.
Does your halberd? I know it probably does, but we've gotten these things wrong. It has reach, right? Yes, it does. Go ahead.
Heckin'.
Which would you like, a pike, a glaive, or a halberd? They do the same thing.
Boing.
They are the same weapon.
They are basically the same.
Hiya.
Oh!
Except glaives do slashing.
shit.
Ooh.
All right, you gain 2 style points back. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I've not been.
You-
I've been full up on style points this entire fight. Every time I use one, I get it back.
You deal 5 damage.
Hell yeah.
And
Get it,
that's
girl.
that's gonna be me.
All right, Emmanuel. Oh no!
Emmanuel.
Inflict wounds.
Slap.
Oh my god.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
inflict wounds.
What are you doing to it?
I'm gonna cast inflict wounds as a melee spell.
All right, go ahead. Roll it against it. As a melee spell? Ah, yes, right. Good idea.
Because he's prone.
Sorcerers get it? Oh, that's
he
part
did.
of your. It's
I
witchcraft. Yeah. yeah.
Witches do!
I'm a witch.
I don't think that's a. Oh, okay.
That's a hit.
Oh.
You take 1 fire
Hey!
damage. You put your hand up against it. There's a brief moment of sizzling. You're like, ah! And then a moments later, it detonates. How do you want to do this?
I just run up and full palm slap it right on the face, and as it sears my hand and I pull it away, there's just like a ripple of necrotic energy as its head just slowly enlarges under the molten energy of its own body, and then it erupts.
It erupts.
Hell yeah.
It's blasted out. Its head, pieces of its head clatter to parts of the elevator. Chunks of its chest get blown off as well. It staggers for a second and then falls back, its body leaning against the pillar behind it. And it is dealt with.
Hey, you did it.
Way to go, little dude! He's gonna go try to give him a high five.
Have this hand, ha! This one.
Emmanuel, if you didn't already, go ahead and gain a style point because it was definitely above your CR.
Maxed.
Cool.
Yo.
Is this deer still attacking me?
Yes, the deer is still in combat.
Yeah,
let's
it
fucking
doesn't
kill this
summon
deer.
and
Oh.
despawn. It's just here now.
Let's kill this deer.
Watch this deer be the freaking party wiper.
We're gonna eat this fucking deer.
Fionula? The deer is
So I'm
hostile. I'll just let you all know.
Good to know. I'm going to stand up.
One of these
Gonna
Fionila's
run.
gonna rise up.
Yeah, thank you.
Step forward and it dies.
And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to.
As
take
you
my
lunge towards it, it
katana.
turns towards you, its eyes open wide. You see the large, glassy, doe-like eyes of the deer staring into yours.
Hi. How's it going?
Fucking
I'm going
weird
to try
deer
to-
noise.
I'm going to attempt to decapitate it with my katana.
Oh my god.
Roll
I'm going
it.
to put a style point into
Oh,
this.
Do it. Roll an attack.
poor Canella.
Vanilla.
Why did you name the deer Cinnamon?
You were still marked as prone. You would have gotten the.
Brother Nate.
You would have gotten.
I don't think it matters.
Yep. You would have gotten the 18. You hit. Roll damage.
That scene where Byakuya just
I
walks by and
almost-
just
I almost rolled my magistrate damage.
You
Bitch.
cut it.
Deer is
You
still alive.
slice the deer. You try to decapitate it. Your blade gets lodged into the side of it, and it just has a moment, and it just reels back, and you just hear as the deer just cries out in pain. This is good. These are the good guys.
These are the good guys.
Look,
Listen,
we
this
have
deer
to eat
came
the
out of
deer, all
nowhere
right?
and bit me on the ear.
How are your?
I thought it was a demon or something.
How are we?
No, it's just a regular deer.
Oh no!
I'm gonna kill
What's
this
up,
deer.
How are we going to even cook this thing?
It's
We
warm
don't know
around.
where it- We don't
That's
know.
a
where it
miss.
Hit.
Oh my god!
This is the most powerful deer I've ever come across. I'm gonna put. No, I'm not gonna do that. God What the hell is happening?
It's fucking deer, dude!
He go to attack it as it's moving. The blade embedded in its shoulder. It is bucking wildly around, and you can't seem to aim your weapon. You strike at it. It's shifting uncontrollably, and you just can't seem to hit it.
Dear God! It's a deer god!
Top of the round. Mission goes. 2. What is happening?
It becomes dark.
It becomes dark, goes back to light. Everybody is dead but the deer. Okay. The city.
It literally.
Covered in blood.
You guys pass by a window where you can see the city outside, and real quick, target all non-allies. And everybody needs to make a con save.
Oh no!
Let's go.
Include
I
it.
rolled a 1.
If you rolled a 1, you lose your style points.
God damn it!
Oh.
So mark those down.
Oh, no,
Emmanuel.
Squeaky, I
You
would've
already
been
made
automatic.
yours.
No, yeah, I rolled against you. Emmanuel, you also lose your style points.
Oh.
Does Nicolo?
Heckin' Nicolo? Did Nicolo roll a 1?
I didn't that one.
It's because of that one.
It's not ones.
Oh, it's not ones. Oh,
I
Everybody.
did fail though, probably.
I thought that's what the effect did.
Nope. The effect as the city passes by, the light and sudden atmospheric change of being exposed to the city window is going to cause everyone to take 1d6 cold damage. The deer freezes to death. Deer
Good. I now
stops,
have a preserved meat.
breathes out a little gout of like steamy breath, and then it looks like it goes to fall, and then you just hear as it just seems to freeze in place.
John, you did it!
Look at my hand.
The deer is trapped forever in a suspended state of animalistic fear.
Yeah, you guys can eat that, right?
Di-
Yeah,
I
so we
don't.
just need to break the ice and cut up its flank and.
I just
I mean,
gonna
it's
look
already
at
frozen
Arden.
for
Why does
safekeeping.
that sound like how Jeffrey Dahmer gets a date?
Who?
Monster.
Never mind. I think I'm.
Monster.
No, you're Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay, you're not going for a hug. It's like you're no monster.
Oh, hug him.
No.
You're not
Technically,
a
it
monster.
was the cold that killed him. You're not a monster.
Exactly. You may have just maimed it a little, but it's fine.
Okay.
We're both responsible.
You're both responsible.
But-
How many
More
red orbs
you
was
than
the
me,
deer
but-
worth?
Yes, more me. But also, that gun is really, really cool.
It's just like the saddest part of the 2005 fantasy adventure, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, directed by Andrew Adamson.
As he says that, I'll go pat his shoulder.
There's
Boy
so
lost
many
his first
movies
pet.
that I need to see.
Same.
We need to have like a
Same.
marathon or something.
Wait, what should we start with?
I don't know. Hollow Man, probably?
Oh, fuck, that sounds good.
Kaboom Hollow Man, specifically. That's the one that Emmanuel was talking about
Yeah,
earlier.
you don't want to see the other Hollow Man.
They won't let me watch that one, apparently.
I heard Harry Potter's good too.
Ah,
God.
so, what
Is this
now?
fucking elevator up yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At about this time, you guys see an end to the elevator shaft above you. It finally settles up into a chamber that and locks into place with a very large ka-chunk whenever it finally settles. When it does, you guys see just darkness surrounding the elevator, and then lights begin coming on. And you see 3 different paths that extend out beyond you. You see up above you, the elevator shaft does continue, but it looks like there is a large, effectively, blast gate that is sealed over the tubing above you. And you just see lights turning on, going down these pathways that lead out into darkness. These 3, once again to reinforce that, 3 different tunnels that lead in different directions in this large circular room. There's a moment of silence, and then you hear coming from the same one of the pedestals, one of the pillars where the coin that you touched to activate the elevator had been embedded, you hear a very garbled, "Hey! Is someone... Is that thing on?"
Yeah.
Liar, is that you? I'm kidding.
I'm gonna grab my greatsword and fucking go over to where that sound is coming from.
Hello?
Hey!
Can you hear us?
Who are you?
You gotta say over.
Anyone in there?
Over.
I saw
Yeah,
it.
you can't hear
It
us.
turned on, right?
I said my own line wrong. No hablo inglés.
Okay, he can't hear us.
I don't think you can.
Fuck, I guess it's not on after all. Damn it.
Oh.
This is coming from speakers like in the elevator?
You can kind of hear it coming from the pillar that you had pressed before. There's no evident speakers on it, but the sound just seems to be coming out of the structure itself.
Mm.
I knock on it.
As soon as you...
Push the button, the elevator goes down.
you... Another fight going down. Another golem every time it spawns another
It's DMC!
Alright, let's farm some red orbs! Fucking... You press it. Well, whenever you press it, it doesn't do anything. There's a kind of like upheaval as if the elevator tries to keep going up, but then it stops itself and settles back down. I saw a spike up there. Somebody trying to use that thing. Ah, well. Whoever it is probably gonna get themselves killed. Not a... Workshop's dangerous anyways.
Well. Nothing doing about that. He's gonna start walking towards the any door.
Well, there were 3 pathways, you said?
Yep.
Right?
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Are they labeled in any way?
Not in any particular fashion.
Okay, I know how to do this.
Oh,
Alright.
Oh, I'll also know, whenever you push the button for the time you had it pushed, the sound cut out.
Oh.
Push it. Hello?
You push it, you say hello, and then there's no response for the time you have it pushed?
I'll let go.
Oh, hey! So there is a criminal alive up there.
Oh, it is like a Wookiee.
Oh.
Hey, so are you just like trying to steal what's going on up there anyways?
What? I'll let go.
What?
Sorry. What? Over?
What?
Who's
Over?
pressing the button?
Oh no.
Hey!
Manual.
I don't know, the reception's kinda terrible. Whoever you are, it's making you sound all high-pitched.
Which pillar are we touching?
Anyways. Say the south one on the map.
South
Cool.
Hey, I don't... You from outside? Or did you start in there? One second.
Push the button. We came in from. Where did we come from?
Outside. We're from outside.
Outside.
Just moving y'all since I saw all the fucking things converge at once.
We're like, it's this one.
Alright. So, are you all human?
That's a bit of a stretch.
Ish.
Ish.
I mean,
I can be anything.
sure,
you want.
man.
Alright. Well, if you want to get out of there, you got two options, basically. You can either wait and hope somebody else fixes the problem for you, or you can get up to the top and you can push the buttons and make that thing anchor.
Ask him who he is.
Who are you? Over.
I'm just a service worker.
Service.
If you want to see your city go back to the way it was, go ahead and get up to the command deck and anchor that thing. I'll explain everything afterwards.
Ask him where to anchor it.
Where do we anchor it?
Wherever you want to come out.
Okay.
You can take it
ask
to
him
the
which
demon
path-
world if you want. Doesn't matter to me much.
Ask him which path we have to take.
What way do we go? Left, right, or not left or right?
Up.
Okay, up.
Why? Is something broken?
Yeah, we can't go any high. We can't go any higher, right? Like from the elevator. It's not letting us.
Not based on what you've tried.
Elevator's broken.
The fuck do you mean the elevator's broken?
We got 3 paths behind us.
Which
and
of you Nimrods broke the elevator?
Probably the deer.
It wasn't me.
What?
There was a deer. He's an icicle now. I named him Dennis.
Oh.
I knew him for 12 whole seconds.
Ah, I see what you're doing there. Nice. That's a good one.
I think you just did that on your own.
Okay, I don't know exactly what's going on up there, but, wherever you are, there's safety systems in the entire tower that help you to move forward in it. If something's broken, then fix it.
Aren't you the service worker?
Oh yeah, and I'll just pull out my psychic wrench and fix it from here.
You can't.
You have that?
Man, why are we up here doing this and not you, then?
Yeah, holy shit!
You don't really have a psychic wrench and you can't fix it, can
You guys just hear...
This is why I talked
You
to
guys
Arden
just hear
earlier.
the static sound of it turn on, nothing for a second, and then it turn off.
If there was ever an audible ...
Just a...
Just reaches over and presses the thing. What do we need to fix it? And then let's go.
Describe what's around you. I don't know which one you're in.
Presses button.
There are 4 pillars, right?
There are 4 triangular pillars
ugh.
surrounding a circular room. On the outside, there is a pathway with 3 different paths heading out.
Oh, shit. There should be a bunch of, like, medallions you need to get.
Are you serious?
The guy that built that place loved puzzles, what can I tell you?
Ah, fuck.
Have you seen the 2001 movie, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring?
The one with Orlando Bloom?
Yeah.
He plays the very-
yeah.
he plays the very elf
We're
man.
like at the place where like the Gandalf guy was like, I have no memory of this place.
So not the scene with Orlando
What?
Bloom.
Presses the thing. We'll go find the medallions. Can we contact you here?
Over.
The reception's kind of bad, but I mean, sure. Yeah, you guys go do that, and I'm just gonna chill out. You make it
Oh,
out
he's
of there,
gone.
we can talk again. If you get to the command deck, I should be able to talk to you more clearly.
Thank you for
All
your
right.
assistance.
Yeah, no
A
problem.
team out. He's the B team.
The man in the chair.
So there's 1, 2, 3. We go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That one, and I'm gonna start walking left.
Oh,
I
all
was
right.
actually going to suggest left, so he does
Yeah,
not.
I'm gonna
he does
walk
not
beside-
stop you.
I'll walk beside Fionio.
I was gonna spin a dagger and then see what way it pointed. So that works.
And I picked
He
Roll.
points to the window. We jump out
Choose
the window.
1, 2, or 3.
1.
1.
All right. So, as you decide to move forward, cool. I'm gonna make sure. Did I take the deer off the combat tracker? Yes, I did. Good. I'd like to remind you that Marile's inspiration is still on Arden. That'll be
Yep.
there for.
I didn't
another-
get a chance to use it.
Are
many,
you keeping your
I have-
flashlight out?
Is it dark?
It is like dimly lit here in general.
We'll keep it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna hack
how
and cast
long-
mage armor and then create another spell.
Hunter's Mark lasts for what, an hour, I believe.
I was asking how long that fight was. It's the one we're just in.
Oh, that fight? Maybe like 15 seconds overall.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a long time.
I'd say let's say that like a minute went by between the time we'll say 5. We'll say 5 minutes went by for the conversation and for ending the fight and whatnot.
55 more minutes.
And Emmanuel's gonna be
Hell
like,
yeah.
Emmanuel's like, and mage armor. Alrighty. You guys would take more than 5 minutes, so I'm going to give you guys a short rest that you can choose to use if you want to recover HD and whatnot.
Yes,
I
please.
did.
Oh yeah. I can.
Theo,
Yeah, I'll
honey.
use it. Why not? Cool.
I didn't get it.
I was bitten by a deer.
Do you have Song of Rest at this level, Squeaky?
Let's see. I
Oh,
don't
she
know.
You
does
do,
have-
yes.
Oh, I do. I do.
So if you want,
Hell yeah.
who did anybody not use HD?
I don't think so.
Yo, yo.
Other than Marile, no, I think everyone did.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
turn.
used it, but I'm at full health. So.
So, assuming that you use, so Song of Rest for you, are you going to play an instrument, or how are you rationalizing trying to help everybody relax during this 5-minute break or so?
I don't have a fluke. I don't. I actually completely forgot I got Song of Rest. That's how out of it I am a little bit. I don't have an instrument, so I guess we'll sing a tune, just some random tune that was at the strip club one day.
Shot.
My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't. You do so to help everybody relax and generally just
So
brush
relax.
off their wounds. I've targeted the people that used it. Go ahead and roll the die for Song of Rest on your sheet.
Do I press the heal button?
Since it's targeting all of them, you just have to do it that way. If you're using it on a specific person, you would drag it to them, but heckin'
We do
ba-bam.
the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, Shorty got low. You all feel better now? That's
Much.
too much.
Yes, thank you, Marty.
Okay.
You're welcome.
It always surprises me how low you can go without actually touching the floor. Anyway.
I wouldn't be good at my job if I couldn't, Nicolo.
But you're always touching the floor.
That's
Unless you get like thrown in the air by a big monster or something.
That's true.
Then you're not touching the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Simple logic.
So real quick, as you guys go to head off to the down the path that you decided to go down, I would like to call for a real quick break.
Oh, snap!
We're at just about 2 hours, so first break.
Oh, snap.
All right.
Snap.
I will be right back.
Oh fuck.
Me too.
Oh, snap.
So
Oh,
when we
shit.
come back,
Oh,
the deer
shit.
will probably still be there, right?
Who knows?
Dennis, you melted back to life.
The first 1 hour rest we get, I want to butcher that fucking deer.
We've got the baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the strap. She turned around and gave that big booty a smack.
I like the Heckin cover of that, where they just always go with the first thing. It's like, got the apple bottom jeans, boots with the jeans. Everybody in the whole club looking at jeans. Getting jeans. Out on the jeans. Should have got jeans, jeans, jeans.
Oh. Goodness gracious. Hey there, people at home. How you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. I'm glad you're doing good.
Yeah. Other than Zeus out
Other-
there, like
Zeus?
other than that.
All pissed off that no one believes in Zeus anymore.
Oh,
Cool,
I
chat. There you
believe
go.
in Zeus anymore.
Yeah, I love this video.
Fucking love that.
Should have got pants,
Ooh, I'll be
pants,
right back.
pants, pants, pants.
This is the time to be right back, so go ahead. Alright, I'm just organizing a thing for whenever we do come back. Make that one. No, that'd be... what part of this place is that? We'll call this one 3. Bam.
I ain't never seen jeans.
Let me know if I should actually start avoiding copyrighted songs so we don't get.
Oh no, we won't get hit for that.
Get
It's fine.
banana slam.
Zeus killed my laptop once.
I
Sounds
can't
like-
wait to bust out my collection of Selena for when I have nice moments that I want to sing. No one will understand a single thing.
Oh no, Arcane, you fell asleep. You really tired, I take it? Tekken had a long day. Will you just chill out and I'll put on Tekken Shall Not Surrender in the background and you can fucking fall asleep to da-da-da, 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 do-do-do-do-do-do. Fucking love Shall Never Surrender.
Yeah.
DMC4 in general is just solid, man.
Yeah.
Foreign.
Except for that one fucking portal level.
3. Yeah. Pretty much my only universal complaint about, 4 that I understand. As much as it doesn't bother me very much is the, here, we made the backtracking more interesting by, none of the exits go where they should. Is what we're doing today.
How what?
We're talking about DMC4 and, like, that it's second great, with the only thing about it that's not great being when you're backtracking as Dante, and in the forest area, they make all the exits randomly go to other exits. Like, that's the only part where it's like, okay, this isn't fun. This is just irritating.
I love how freaking it's like, oh, someone here really like puzzles, and then Spencer's just like, damn it.
Heckin', what else? Oh yeah, another thing I don't really care for in that general area, Eric, is the heckin' big old plant things that come up, and if they hit you, they teleport you down into that underground area and make you fight people.
Yeah.
And it's not that I dislike that mechanic, it's that I dislike that it will keep happening repeatedly if you don't kill them. Because, like, if like it happened once, and then when you killed it, it went away, I'd like it.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
fine.
the fact that they're like, nah, come back, fight again, which also resets the area above.
The
Like
thing
if you,
about...
go on.
I was gonna say the fucking portal level. The thing that really gets my goat about it is that you will go to an area, kill a bunch of enemies, and then leave that area. And normally in a game, when you're like, oh, I'm going the right direction because there's enemies here, because I haven't been here before. But no, they just keep respawning every time you go
Yeah.
back to it. So it's like, where the fuck do I
I
go?
find generally the way to go is with that one is just to keep going in ones that you haven't gone in before, because they're not random, they just seem random when you're exploring. But it still is disorienting. You don't have any sense of how far you made it.
Or Denice.
Poor Denice.
Still,
I'll be right back.
There's have any of you ever tried to speed run fucking Dead Space 2?
I've
No.
never played Dead Space 2.
You can't. You can't do it. That's a, you
Like, I
technically
can't
can,
play it?
obviously. No, you're not allowed. No, if you try and rush through areas, if you move too quickly, the exit to the area becomes an instant kill trap, and as soon as you open the door, just a claw fucking spikes through your chest and you die. So you have to fight through rooms. So like you can speedrun obviously, but you can't actually do a lot of skips without using bugs or anything, because otherwise the game just fucking kills you.
So you gotta like get to the very end and then wait, and then
You have to kill a certain amount of enemies before it decides that you're allowed
Ah, okay.
You know, Dead Space 2 is like the best of the Dead Space games.
to leave. It is good.
I've never played
It's
any
just
Dead Space
I played a bit of I played a bit of 2. I've beat 1. Never touched 3.
Dead Space and BioShock are the two games people get on me like for not playing, even though you know.
BioShock is special.
Apparently, like, really good.
Haven't you touched Infinite at least once?
I have not.
Oh, really? I thought I saw you do that once. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Yeah,
I own
BioShock
all the
is
games. I just haven't
They're,
played.
fun. I've never super cared for BioShock 2, but BioShock and BioShock Infinite are both lovely for me. And 2 is good. I don't like it.
It's a kind of a different kind of game, a little bit.
Yeah.
I also haven't played DMC5. I played all the other ones, except for like the one where they tried the reboot. I haven't played that one either. And haven't played Subnautica. We talked about that earlier.
You gotta do it. The new one's gonna be finished in the next few months here. It's like next month or something is their planned release date.
Maybe I'll play that one.
Get in deep. Get the multiplayer mod. I'll fucking not help you in any meaningful way.
Then why would I do that?
Swim around and be like, well, you could beat that game in like a couple minutes if you have homies. Like, especially if you have someone who knows what they're doing. Yeah, I watched a bunch of guys hop on. They're like, yeah, we're gonna do the co-op mod, and like 4 of them, they're like, had a fucking Cyclops within an hour. I'm like, bruh. What the fuck
think it's
do you
just
mean?
I think it's just with those games, like with all of like that kind of stuff, it just feels like I don't go out of my way to play that kind of horror like game. Or
The
that kind of like
Solitude
dark
is so
game.
fucking-
Yeah.
I mean, Subnautica's not too dark. It's just uncomfortable because ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dead Space is just gore. Like,
Yeah.
Dead Space has elements of horror, but a lot like A Quiet Place, I don't think it is horror. I think it is action with horror elements. And A Quiet Place is a family movie with horror elements. The beginning of the movie is the most horror it ever gets, and then it gets less and less throughout the rest of the movie. And the ending, it's like getting farted on. It's not super pleasant. Like, some people might be into
I recently
it.
bought both Man of Medan and Little Hope though, and I have those in my hand right now.
Yes.
Man, it's yeah, oh yeah, fucking Man of Me, Dan.
Man of Me, Dan.
I stand by. You don't need to play Man of Medan. I'm not a big fan of that game. It's okay at best. Little
Oh,
Hope.
Black Betty, Man of Medan.
I want to play that game again.
We need to play together. It'll be fun.
Dude, we need to. I need to finish Psychonauts first. I'm going on the record. I'm playing it. I'm finishing it next week. It's been 9 years.
Let me know. Let me
Sure,
know
man.
whenever you finish it, and we'll come up with some sort of day to play Little Hope.
Yeah, please. I can't wait. Actually,
Hell
wait,
yeah.
no, I'll have to buy the game again because I don't have my disc with me because I have the physical version of it
For
Little Hope.
I'll
Yeah.
fuck it. We'll get you it. It'll be fine.
No, I'll buy it again, but I'm just like, fuck. Because I had the collector's streamer copy. That's what I have at home in like the cool metal case and shit. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It came with like this little doll and it's creepy as fuck and it's in my office and I love it.
It's a creepy doll that
Yeah,
always
and
follows you.
I'm about
Pretty
it.
mouth.
Oh, I want to play Little Hope with you so
open.
bad. Such a
It'll be
good
so fun.
time. I need to set up my PS4. It's just been down here, and I have the cords out because I intended to set it up the other day, and I just didn't.
Well, why don't you just set up one of your like 20 PS5s?
See, I wasn't allowed to bring even one of those 20 PS5s to Canada with me. It was forbade. You see.
Started to accept the obscene amount of PS5 jokes.
Yes, I've just accepted it at this point.
Okay, our next goal is to break her on the bird jokes.
I think we've done like quite a lot of strides toward that.
I'm back. Yeah. Strides towards what?
You have? Yeah.
Breaking Hayden with bird jokes.
You got punched in the face last game, or one of the last games, Spencer.
Worth it.
I'm not.
Yeah. Turns out that's why.
All right, we've got everyone their food. Here we go.
What'd you say, Eric?
Like, turns out that's why Aviana's never yelled "cacaws" because she doesn't want to be a fucking bird.
Yeah.
All right, we've got all of the everybody's
DMC4, a
food.
game I like, but boys, there are a ton of little things that keep me from loving it. Oh, that sucks because I literally have one complaint about it, and it's a small one.
Here's everyone's soup, and here's your bird seed, Aviana.
My cute picture finally got 300 likes.
Nice.
Yay.
Throws bird seed at Quintus or just shoves it down his throat. How do you fucking like it now? Yeah. Not fun, is it?
What's it?
Fucking choke.
Like you just see him like slowly raising his hand up toward Vogan. Vogan high five.
So, I'd like to steal wind strike and cut off your hands.
I'd like to steal Winchester.
All right, my guys.
No,
are
Winchester's
we all
gonna die.
Are we all back?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You shouldn't even joke.
You there, Anna? You are here. They say they are here.
Yeah.
I would rather you go down than Winchester.
So I noticed earlier the heckin' transition was a bit choppy. We're gonna see if it's still choppy when we go back. Again, please don't be. I think I know how to fix it if it's not, but yeah, it's still choppy.
Well, son of a bitch.
That's fine. I just gotta pre-export it a little bit differently. It's not a big old deal.
Yeah.
It's the audio bit rate. Heckin', that said, moving back in, you guys continue down a hallway. Eventually, boobadoo, you guys come into a large, what shape would this be? You guys come into a large room. It's about 40-ish, 50-ish feet across. Lots of open room. You see there are various lights up above. The ceiling, which is about 15 feet up, there's various like strobing lights moving across it that are leaving these red, amber, and white lights, these like spotlights that are moving around and crossing over each other and moving about the room. On each of the sides of the rooms, there appears to be a one very large chain that is pulled taut against the walls as if it was like reinforcing the walls or holding them back. And there are these grooves in which you see what appear to be these long, rectangular, sealed, slightly embossed doorways, effectively, that don't have any handles or anything on them. They are copper and inlaid into the walls. In the center of the room, you guys see there are what look like 3 very small pillars that come up to about chest height on most of you, so over Emmanuel's head. 2 of them, or all 3 of them, have these glass canisters that are on top of them, and 2 of them, they are shattered, and whatever was in them appears to be gone, but there's one in the middle in which you can see suspended 2 objects. One is what looks like a set of goggles that is just floating, the strap just wavering in the air, and the other one is a medallion that appears to also just be lightly floating in the air, slowly spinning. There's nothing else going past this area. It is illuminated well enough that you all can see properly within it.
Well, that's a medallion.
Sure is.
I'm gonna take it.
You gonna rush up to it and try to grab it?
Yeah.
Whenever you walk up to it and you touch it, you find that the glass canister it's in, which it comes up very much like in Beauty and the Beast, the dome the rose was in, it like goes up and forms a dome up around it.
Oh. Well.
Right. Logan. Did you have like a thing to read off of that you could put in chat so we can just read
To describe the area? I do not, unfortunately.
Heck. All right.
Large room, 6 alcoves, whole bunch of strobing red, amber, and white lights that move across, like dozens of them that form spotlights that just kind of randomly move around and like overlap with each other and shift around the room, giving it an almost sort of like a dance club kind of feeling to the room, almost just very slow. And then there's the 6 alcoves in the walls that each seem to have these featureless, large rectangular, almost doors, but not quite. They don't look like they have hinges. They don't look like they would open, but they're about the size a door would be in these ones that are all lining the room. And then there's the 3 pillars in the center that all have, looks like they all had a glass canister on them at one point, but 2 are broken. The only one that remains is the one in front of you.
With the medallion in it?
With a medallion and a pair of goggles, both floating inside of it.
The man before said that this place, whoever made it, enjoyed their puzzles. So we can assume that as soon as we take whatever this is, something's going to happen in this room. Is everyone ready?
Well, we can't take it. There's a glass dome around it, right?
Well,
just like motions to motions to Gino.
I pull out my great sword.
Well, hold on.
if he could be giving you like the eyebrow wiggle thing, like he's giving it, like
give it just a second there. I'd like to investigate the other 2 like cylindrical things that you said that look similar to the one where the medallion and goggles are.
Spencer's investigating a puzzle.
Yeah, I know. Because none of y'all are fucking taking precautions.
I always do the puzzles. Fuck off.
What do you mean? I'm holding on to the child to make sure he does nothing dumb.
Unfortunately for you, there's more than one child.
She's too strong.
I'm grabbing the actual child.
She's too strong.
Oh, there's a map. Heck yeah.
Oh, there's a map.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Okay. But yeah, basically I want to look in the other 2 like areas to see if there was like any sort of mechanism that like would have triggered if like something was taken from them.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Okay. 16.
Looking to investigate, it looks like they probably serve the exact same function as the other one. It seems like this chamber has likely been used for whatever its purpose was before, and was not reset properly afterwards. It does look to you, you look at it and looking at it, you see these like little bits of circuitry, not actual wires, but like the impression of circuitry carved into the metal that goes down to the floor. And quickly looking at it, you do see that it seems to go around, and little lines of circuitry seems to go up to the various doors, the alcoves that are around the room. And looking at the other 2 pillars, each one has the same things that go over to them. It seems that it is all part of one large connected mechanism, but to what effect you can't be sure.
All right. And the alcoves, are they like closed off or anything? Or is there anything in them?
Beyond the flat metal surfaces of the door-like impressions that are in them, there's nothing else in them.
Okay. Well, I don't see any like triggering mechanisms in these guys, so go ahead, smash away, I guess.
Alright, here we go. We'll fucking hit it.
Alrighty. Roll me an attack roll.
Heck yeah. Heckin' haboop. Oh,
You
man.
swing your weapon and you strike the case. As you do, there's this reverberating clatter as if you'd struck a gong, and your sword vibrates like in your hand as it pulls back, the glass unbroken. As it does, you see the lights that are up above you guys begin all flashing sporadically, almost dangerously at first, as if they're alarming something, and then they all seem to stop, go out at once, and only one color flashes, then turns off. Then one color flashes, and then turns off. And they start flashing and turning on in such a way that it does legitimately start to look like it's strangely a dance club. Like, you get the impression that there's almost a beat that they're going to, until finally they all turn off. And then several of them turn on, but aimed at 2 of the alcoves on the wall. Then they turn off. Then more turn on, aimed at the alcoves on the other side. Then they turn off. And then finally, 2 turn on and point at the remaining 2 alcoves. And then they all light up. And then you see the doors get ripped off and kicked open from the inside, and you start to hear the scraping of metal as the lights begin flashing above you, as you see what look like 6 metallic skeletal figures begin pulling themselves out of what amount to coffins in the walls.
Oh, fuck.
A smooth criminal.
Oh, fuck. Skeletons.
Let me go.
Oh.
Being held by Marile, but also breaking down.
This is like that one movie where the kid defends the pretty lady. What is it, Terminator?
This is like Terminator. Who am I not throwing on? Emmanuel.
I don't have the bardic inspiration anymore.
No, you should still have it.
You still have
Okay, it just wasn't on my sheet.
No.
Or on the combat tracker, so.
Oh, weird. I didn't take it off you.
No.
Do you mean Terminator 2 Judgment Day?
So you're probably up there.
Yes, that one.
As the lights flash, you notice the skeletons all have slightly different features to them. You notice that one of their hands, they appear to be carrying what looks like a sword, but it has almost a straight razor-esque look to it. And their other arm, rather than look like any kind of like conventional bow or whatnot, they seem to have a hook shot for a left arm.
Oh.
I'd like everybody to roll initiative as these boys begin letting out these metallic croaking sounds as they lumber towards you.
Yay!
Oh no!
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my god, so many 8s!
Yeah.
We hit the 8. Next thing we ate.
Shotty got
Shotty
8,
got
8, 8.
8. I mean, we're about to by a bunch of fucking skeletons.
I ain't never seen 8.
I don't see why skeletons would eat us. They don't have stomachs.
They do it for fun, like in that one show with the Titans.
Or like
The
anyone who
Titans?
comes to Bertuccio's.
Alrighty. I need to roll 1d4.
Y'all are making a bunch of pop culture references, and I haven't ever seen a movie.
And I'm barely aware of culture.
I'm barely aware of culture.
What's the culture?
Let's see. Gonna make this. Heckin' make you red and make you target only yo boys. Alright. You guys see everything flashing as you go to fight them, and as they pop out, the eerie whitish light that almost has a more gray-like tinge to it is the only one that turns on and begins like following, spotlighting every single person in the room. That said, Gino Angelo, you're up first.
Okay. Describe what the lights did again.
They were all flashing. It seems like that mostly they were just giving a kind of introduction to everything that was happening here. At this point, all of the lights have turned off. It looks like, except for the whitish ones that are spotlighting everything.
And a flashlight.
Yeah, and the flashlight's on.
Okay. So I guess I'll go up to heckin' this boy and start a swinging.
Alrighty, you go up to that boy and you start a swinging.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna swing it.
I'm a swinging.
They're skeletons. I mean,
You hit.
Heck yeah. Die.
You rush up and you strike him, and as you do, you find your weapon doesn't really find much purchase. Like, you do deal damage, but it's surprisingly resistant. And when you look at it and you strike into it, you actually see your weapon, after it collides with it, like an unseen force is pushing back against it and like pushes it off of it that prevented your weapon from fully striking into them.
Does it seem like it was something the skeleton was doing, or something between me and the skeleton, or like a barrier? Or...
No way to tell that.
Okie dokie. I was wondering. Basically, I was just wondering if that line that is like between me and him had anything to do with it.
No,
but...
that would be like a bit above your head. You would just have swung past that. It doesn't seem like that interacted with it at all.
Okay.
The chains that are in the room seem more ornamental than anything else.
Gotcha. I guess I'll fuck it. It's 5-minute rest. I wanna do the thing.
Alright, you action search.
Hiya.
That hits.
Hiya.
Again, when you strike it,
Damn.
your weapon doesn't seem to do much damage.
Okay. That is me.
Alright. A skeleton 6 is going to go because he rolled rather well on his initiative. He is going to step forward, and as he does, he is going to aim his hook shot out at Nicolo, and he's going to fire it at him.
I was hoping he'd start dancing. Then we could have a dance battle.
Yeah.
Oh, like in that one movie called You Got Served.
He fires it at you. He manages to hit with you. Nicolo,
was
you
thinking
hear the sound of almost a gunshot as a hook shot fires at you, strikes into you, and binds into you. You take 6 damage, and you roll a nat 1 on your concentration save, and you lose Hunter's Mark.
No.
Shit.
As this happens, as it hits you, little spikes on it emerge and try to dig into you and start pulling at you, and I'm going to roll a strength save against you. Which you also nat 1. By the way, lose all your style points.
Oh, don't worry. I would have lost it from the first nat one. It's
You
fine.
are... Heckin. You are knocked prone. You are pulled 15 feet towards it. You are dragged along the ground over towards it, and because it did that, it flips the razor upside down and it's going to try to strike into you with it and stab into you as you pass by it. It hits.
Uh-oh.
You take another 5 damage as it strikes into you.
Oi, Nico! Don't fucking die!
I'll get right on that.
I love that delivery. Don't die.
What fucking die?
God.
I hope you get fucking
down,
pulled right
pansy.
here. I hope you get fucking pulled and destroyed right here.
Yeah.
God, Nicola, don't fucking die
It takes
now.
a step out and it's going to fire.
Please attack him.
It takes a step out. It is going to. It fires at Arden. The rolls are taking a bit to kick
Come
in.
at me!
It manages to miss you. It fires and you dodge to the side of it.
Ah, fuck off!
No! Can I give him style points? Wait, I'm kidding.
It is then going to run at you and it's going
Wait.
to make an attack against
He
you.
enters my attack range.
Go ahead, do it.
I'm gonna beat him up with my glaive.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
That's a... What the fuck? I didn't have any fucking style points to begin with, so it's fine.
Don't you have bardic inspiration?
Can't roll well today. Doesn't get
It's a nat one.
That one's an automatic miss.
Uh-oh.
You like attack it, it leaps over your glaive and just like swan dives at you through the air with its large box cutter like weapon soaring towards you. There's just a slow motion moment of like, oh shit! As it's
Oh, fuck!
it hits.
Fuck!
It strikes you, deals maximum damage. You take 8.
Fuck!
As it cuts you. For the purposes of what we're
Ow.
doing, it ends up on the other side of you as it cuts you and hurtles past you. Then this boy's going to go. Heckin'. Let's see. Which one are you? 3? That's the one that's in there. He doesn't have any choice, but he is going to try to hookshot you.
Oh. No! I'm Gino. I'm here looking for repairs. Maybe you heard of me.
Fires it at you, move your head as it flies by you. As the hook shot retracts, it brings up a weapon and strikes into you. That hits. You take 4 damage as it cuts into you.
You know, for this place wanting me to repair myself, it's sure doing a lot to get me killed.
Emmanuel?
I move forward, I clasp my hands together, and a ball of energy appears, and I'm gonna yeet it at Skeleton 2.
Alright, you do it. You get him.
Get him.
It is gonna be...
Ah.
It is gonna be... 2 and 3. Fire damage.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, so make sure to add that to your modifier window, then roll the other damage as you use Chaos Bolt. You create a ball of nebulous energy and you fire it.
If I hit or not, let's try
Yeah,
that.
that's fair. That hits.
Well, I wouldn't have the plus, but let me drag that up. Modifier and fire.
Fired. Hit.
That one takes the damage and actually kind of recoils as if it was brittle, as if the attack wouldn't be vulnerable to it, but as if it was kind of afraid of it.
I'll protect you, Marley.
Science doesn't like magic, you see.
I'm counting on it.
Is that you?
Yep.
Alright, Nicolo.
So I'm guessing I can't stand.
No, you can.
Oh, I can.
You're not grappled. You're just pulled prone.
Okay, good. I will stand. I will look to mans in front of me. I only have the one spell slot. I'm not going to go for a hunter's mark again. I'm going to just go for attacks.
Alrighty, go for it.
First attack.
That is a hit.
Hell yeah.
Hiya.
You swing as you strike it. Again, the other one you hit it, and as you do a little bit of damage, you find your weapons being pushed back by an invisible force.
Second attack. Why is it not?
What?
I think my side's lagging a bit.
Mine too.
Attacking them? There's a reason. There's a series of things it's considering whenever you roll.
Okay.
Don't worry about
So
it.
13?
See.
13?
That hits.
Hiya.
You deal 1 damage, reduced down.
One
whole
damage reduced down?
Oh, sorry, fucking... Don't worry about it. 6 damage reduced down to 3. It's one of the heckin'... What is it about the DMC games? In Vestige, I'm fucking on it. Then we do DMC and my brain's like, you don't know what you're doing. Fucking...
Fucking no. Don't pretend like you know.
Heckin'. To be fair, the battles have a bunch of extra stuff layered on them in this game because of how I'm running it.
That is me.
That's
He
you.
does not want to use his last spell slot because of things he remembers from 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Help.
Do I shoot or do I stab? Well, I feel like stabbing shit right now. So I'm gonna go 5. 10.
It's a stabbing kind of hour.
I'm feeling a little stabby. I'm gonna get all up on him, get all up in his face, and be like, "What up, my boy?" And I'm gonna stab him in the ribs or try to.
You hit.
Yay!
I'm gonna
And
rib him.
beep.
You hit. It does not resist your damage.
Oh, awesome! Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet my sword too. And that's me. That's what I got
How
going on.
resist your damage?
Hi.
All right.
Spare ribs.
Number 4 is going to go. Number 4 is going to step out, and this is going to be hilarious if it happens. It is going to hook shot Nicolo.
Fuck!
It got a crit.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wait.
It fires at Nicolo, dealing 10 damage. You need to make a strength save. You get a crit on!
I'm pulling to me!
Sure.
Get over here! I like catch it and go and like wrap it around my arm and just pull it over.
I'm not stuck in here with you.
Gain 2
You're
style
stuck in here
points. You grab it, you pull him. As he flies at you, the other arm with the sword raises as it's hurtling through the air at you. There's another. Oh, fuck, as it swings it at you. But it'll be a regular attack. It hits.
Nicolo and Arden are on the same page about a lot of
You
things.
took minimum damage, but it was still enough. You lose all your style points as well, having gone down.
Oh,
Damn it.
oh, jeez.
You rolled a nat 20
It's just
too.
red to me.
It just what?
It just, I didn't notice I died because it was just red for me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Marile?
Well, time to go save my boy toy again.
Why not,
fair.
Alox? Thank you for the large donation of $200 earlier, by the way. I didn't catch that, but thank you very much.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. How stupid is the bard now that she sees her boy toy about to die again? Very. The answer is very.
Answers always vary.
Always very. So she's gonna let go of Emmanuel. You're free now, child. Be free.
Ames
Be
Ring
free
of
like-
Wonder at center of room.
Be free like the killer whale in that one movie. See, I can do it too.
Alex Ring.
Let's see. How far
Casts
can
ring,
I...
summons animal, summons whale.
Good job. Okay. Let's see. Diagonals count, right?
Diagonal movement is
1.
5 feet.
1, 2.
Here, I'll lock
3.
everybody again so you can like drag your token to move.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And then. Is that possible?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
These pedestals aren't large enough to actually impede your movement, so you can share your spaces with them.
Okay, good. So I'm trying to remember what I can and cannot do all in one turn. I'm trying to
You have an
utilize
action
what
and a
I've
bonus action.
An action and a bonus action. Healing is an action.
It depends on how you heal. So cure wounds, for example. Do you have
Heals
cure
more,
wounds
but it's
even? So
I
okay,
have
so
healing
anything on your
word.
sheet that I put the
Healing word's a
B,
bonus action.
guys, everything that I put a B beside on your sheet, that's a bonus action. All the other ones basically are all actions.
Okay, perfect. So then we are going to... Where is my gun? We're going to pew pew.
Guns in action.
Yes, gun is an action, and then... So then gun, action, gun, bonus action, heal.
Okay.
So then I go up here and
Drag the one with the dice onto who you're trying to hit.
the ammo one, right?
No, the one where it shows the dice plus 5.
Okay. Well, they all do.
But yeah, but like the one that is adjacent to the weapon you want to use.
There is ammo, and then there's ammo. That's why I'm confused.
Is your sheet like?
Do your sheet
condensed
fully
and you're not-
expanded or?
Let me see. Let me see if I can open it. Hold on.
Make it wider.
There we go. That solves the problem.
Yeah. So you want to
Okay,
drag the
so
dice.
light revolver.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Drag the dice onto them.
Onto the creature you'd like to shoot at.
Wait, which one has?
Neither of
Is
them
Nicholas-
has him. They are just both surrounding him. The one that took
Okay,
him
then
down was number 4.
This one.
That is a hit. Now drag the one that says 1d6 plus 3 piercing onto them.
Bang bang.
Okay.
Bang, bang.
Bang bang.
You shoot at it, it hits it. The bullet, as it collides with it, it strikes it and like causes the damage. You see part of it get chunked away. Then you see the strangest side of the bullet continuing to try to move forward, actually get like pushed back and lose its momentum and then fall to the ground.
Okay, that's scary.
But you did damage it.
Did it do anything to
But-
it?
Yes, these attacks are doing a minor amount of damage, but it seems like the bulk of it's being stopped by the sudden like negation of the momentum of anything that hits it. Basically, they're resisting all the damage that is being done to them.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, half.
Okay.
To be not
Then with
misleading.
then with that, we are going to use our bonus to heal Niccolo. So if I'm remembering correctly, you drag the little dicey on top of Niccolo.
Yep. Drag's gone.
Bam.
Bang. There you go.
Bang, bang.
I've been healed.
Ah,
You-
man.
you
And
were
then
good.
I check a spell slot. Bam.
Yes. You got it.
I'm remembering. That's me.
Alrighty. Alrighty. And then, after you, is skeleton number 2. Skeleton number 2 is going to take a step out here, and he's going to take a step up to here. And he is going to try to hookshot Arden.
Niccolo.
Yeah, stuff's lagging a bit on my end too, just because there's a lot of stuff that has to
Oh
consider.
fuck! He's attacking me.
Again, he fires at you. The hook shot strikes into you. You take. They are max damaging way more than I have any right to. 8 damage is what you take.
Yeah, they're hurt. They're only hurting me the most.
Yeah. And then strength save on your
I
part.
went
You
down.
succeed. So it tries to hit you. You manage to succeed, and you do not get pulled by it. It then is just going to rush at you and is going to take a normal attack against you, since it's not going to get advantage because it couldn't knock you down.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you were playing Arden. What's Vogan doing here?
No, it's just you. You hate me. I'm at, I should be back up
You
because
are?
of relentless thing.
You are back up.
Hybrid endurance. There we go.
You
I
do.
should have 2 hit points. Yeah.
You should get So go onto your sheet and I can only automate it to give you back 1. So I should have put an effect on your thing.
There we go. I'm at 2.
Yeah. So there's a thing there. It should be 1 sec. It is 1 plus your con mod. Your con mod
Which is a +2.
So you
I'm
go
at
to 3.
3.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's why I have an effect there for you.
That's
Also,
why there's the 2 heal. Okay.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
does that only once per long rest, or how did I have that set? Or did I yes.
Yeah, once per long rest.
So that's used now. Bam. So he gets struck. You guys see, very much like Dante getting shot in the head, the skeleton leaps at Arden and takes the box cutter and strikes it into him. It goes into his chest, just below his neck, and straight out the other side of him. And it holds there for a second. And Arden looks like it should have been a fatal wound for a moment, but he just kind of continues operating. The blade piercing straight through his neck continues to move normally.
Ah, it fucking hurts. Ah,
The skeleton,
that's rude.
the skeleton then rips it out of your neck, which,
Yeah.
hybrid endurance aside, stings like a motherfucker
Oh,
whenever he
fuck.
does.
You got blood all over me clothes, you fucking jackass.
You guys see the wound through his neck heals pretty much instantly.
I was gonna say, if he's talking, what's that? It's like he's just coughing up blood with every word.
Oh. Well, guys, remember when I said I was able to play my class now? Well, I can't anymore.
To anyone who saw that, who may have not had any inclination to believe so otherwise, you would definitely be aware that Arden just survived something a human should not be able to. That said,
Don't worry
it's your
about
turn.
it.
It's your turn, Arden.
Don't shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What? No? Well, nothing I can really do except attack.
Stab him.
I'll get him. I'm gonna get
Fuck
this
him
boy in
up.
front of me. It's really lagging.
Yeah,
That
just be patient
hits.
with it. That hits. You strike it. That one resists the damage.
Heck. Alright. Second attack.
That was a very stylish roll. Hits.
Yeah.
Die.
That one. It resists the damage.
It has the fucking reroll thing on the D4 as well. It's just kind of great.
Yeah, there's a conversation there, but I'm just gonna let that happen because it's fun.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, you rolled a 1 into a 1. Or no, you turned a 1 into a 2 there?
I turned a 2 into a 1.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
you did. Oh. All right.
That's all I can do. Help, fellas.
Help, friends.
Hey, friends. Help.
What is the...
Oh, I wanted to ask. Did there appear to be any changes like on the pedestals or anywhere in the room that like flickered on to give these guys, you know, what the hell, like their resistances or whatever?
Nothing at the moment, unless you'd like to, on your turn, use like a perception check to pay attention to something really specific, in which case I could tell you, but apart from the white light turning on, nothing else huge.
Gotcha.
I need to change.
Oh,
Okay, let's go.
Did you realize something, Cody?
I might have. I don't know though.
Okay.
All right.
Are there like the lights that are on? Do they have like some? Are they like spotlighting on the skeletons or something?
There is a light following every one of you, as well as some that are flashing on and off randomly, but there is at least a spotlight following every person in the room, including the skeletons.
And there's one on fucking Fionilla?
Yes.
Okay. Want to make
Okay.
sure it's not the lights.
No, who knows? Could be the lights. What a...
Which color
what a
light is
mi-
on Fionula?
They are all white,
Okay.
Okay.
currently. That one that's near Fionula is going to try to hookshot them. It's going to disadvantage because they're firing from within 5 feet, and it is a ranged attack. The attack misses. In fact, they roll on that one. They're then going to try to attack you with a short sword. They go for a swing, and you manage to block it. Whip your shield around, and it catches it before it hits it.
That must feel nice.
I'll come help you in a minute.
Oh.
All right. And with that, top of the round.
Must have got a bug in my throat or something.
And I need to roll a die. Oh, cool. All right. So, as that one happens, all of the lights begin sporadically flashing. They all begin flashing random colors. It very much seems like a raven here now at this point. As they do, in response to them flashing, all the skeletons like reel back and screech at once, as if enraged by the flashing lights.
Uh-oh.
Gino, it's your turn first, before any of them.
Well, alrighty then. I'm going to heckin' Yeetus Vanitas on right the fuck over here.
As you do, that one's going to attack you.
That is fine.
Alrighty, he is going to go for a short sword attack on you, swinging with reckless abandon. He hits. And as he does, just to make sure, where are you? Yep. He swings at you. You take minimum damage. You take 3.
Cool.
All right, as Gino enters my threat range, I'm going to get another
Okay.
opportunity.
All right, that's fair.
I'm actually gonna get over here. And then I'm gonna swing at Skeleton 2 right here.
Alright.
Get him, big guy. I
Hiya.
believe in you.
Well, you shouldn't have.
That's a hit.
Okay, you should have. It was
see?
well placed.
You should have.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
See?
Skeleton 2?
Yeah.
When you hit it, it gets broken. It seems like whatever force was protecting them is currently not present. When you hit it, it almost seems brittle. You break it, bits of it crumble into dust. Apropos of very little, it is destroyed.
That's more like it. Alright.
That's pretty good.
That is... that's gonna have to be me.
Whenever it breaks, I'll also note the pieces that scatter as you get a good look at it. You notice that that particular one has... boop. Where are you? It had a very iron-like coloration to its skin. Like, the metal it's made out of, the chunks of armor on it have a silvery iron looking coating to them.
Okay. Do the other ones look to be that way?
You'd have to pay specific attention to them if you wanted to find anything out.
Okay. But yeah, that'll be my turn.
And I will note that previously, that was one of the ones that was not getting protection from whatever was happening. However, when you hit it just now, not only did it seem like you were not pushed away, your weapon felt kind of magnetized to it.
Oh. Huh.
And that's you?
Yeah.
Alright. This boy's gonna go.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, have a wonderful time.
You're
Bye, have a wonderful time.
Yep. So which kind are you? Cool. Doop-a-doo. Boop. It is going to go for... You're prone currently, because you'd fallen unconscious. Yep. It is going to, first of all, try to hookshot you on the ground.
Whoa. I'm right here.
Which one is right here? You're away the fuck over there.
No, I was speaking as Nicola.
It fires, it misses, it's then going to strike you twice. You notice that its movements seem quicker. It's going to go for 2 short sword attacks on you on the ground. Again, they seem enraged by the flashing lights. Swings, deals minimum damage, you take 3. It stabs into you, it then brings the blade back up again, it's going to strike down at you, and... that one misses.
Okay.
Oh, must be nice.
I have 3 health.
Hi.
The one that is by
I'm
you.
at 3 as well.
The one that's by you, he takes a step back.
I mean,
Well,
Gino, get him.
I'ma get him.
I guess you can try to get him.
Alrighty.
It leaps back as it aims its hook shot at you, like in the air, as just a great sword enters frame coming at it. That hits!
Yeah.
It may have made a mistake. Yeah, it gets hit. You hit it. It spins in the air and goes head over heels and does a full 360-degree rotation. But as it comes back up, it like you see its non-eyes lock on you, Arden, and you see the hook shot raise up at you
Stay
again.
away from me, you fucking asshole!
It fires at
Stay
you.
away from me!
It misses.
Okay.
It then hits the ground and lunges at you again.
I've done nothing to you!
You dodge that one. It then gets one more attack. They're all getting point of interest. They're all getting one more attack than they did last round.
Oh.
I noticed.
Goes for another swing.
Miss?
Misses.
Oh. Guy sucks.
This guy sucks.
I say as next round he fucking murders Arden.
Yeah.
Number.
Not unless he dies.
Where are you? Number 3.
That's the one I was at.
It was. He's gonna step out and he is going to go ahead and aim his hook shot. He's gonna fire at Marile.
Oh, thank God it wasn't me.
Marile, you
okay.
dodge it.
It's okay, I have health.
You definitely move to the side, and it goes by you. It then charges over at you. It's
Wait.
gonna go for... Oh!
He enters my threat range.
It does. It leaps at you through the air. A glaive enters frame. It hits.
There's a lot of that.
It gets cut in half. It gets cut in half, and the 2 halves of its body clatter to the sides of you, Marile.
God, I love Polar Master. Oh, it's so
Really good.
It's so good.
Emmanuel?
She just
Okay. Round 2. Yeah. I'm gonna throw another orb of energy, this time up at Skeleton 6.
Alrighty, go for it.
Thank you.
I'd say it would have cover with all the stuff you're firing it through.
I'm prone. Does that help?
There's still 3 party members between
Still
you guys.
Arden, Gino, and...
Even there,
Still there,
I'd
yeah.
say pedestal and Marile, I'd still say cover. Because you're short enough that the pedestal's almost coming up to eye level with you.
Fuck.
So just press cover whenever you fire it.
Are you considered a small creature?
That'd be hilarious.
He's not.
Ah.
We're just going off context here.
Mm-hmm. You're a coward.
That hits.
Coward, Mickey.
Oh, did you hit cover? You hit superior cover, didn't you?
Just a cover.
Oh, no, cover, right? It fucking defense effects, that's why it did its second thing. Yep. Boom! Okay, which one do you want?
Element 1.
Oh, that's not damage.
It's not damage. It will be
Part of the
damage.
damage.
It's just that with Chaos Bolt, the D8s determine what the element is, so we roll them first, choose the element, then we add them to the modifier window.
Thunder.
Thunder.
Thunder damage.
Do it. Do thunder.
Thundercats.
Oh.
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 Oh!
You throw it, it hits it, it takes the damage, and it is blasted back and reduced to nothing. I will tell you, oh yes, as you break it, you note, that one had, its armor had like an amber-like look to it, a coloration on it.
Did I notice anything from the one I killed?
I really wish I hadn't deleted it before I, decided to look. That one would have...
Process of elimination, Logan.
Also had an amber-like look to it. Yes, process of elimination. I had to check on the other ones. Yeah, so the one that was just destroyed and the one that you destroyed previously both had like armor that looked like it had like amber highlights on it and rust-like coloration. The one that was destroyed initially, it looked like it had an iron look to it. The bones themselves on these things look like they're made of some kind of reflective silver, so the contrasts are like against that. You almost feel like you're fighting skeletons made out of mirror material.
Okay.
All right.
We're fighting disco skeletons.
I'll run up to the pedestal. And that's me.
All right. Niccolo.
Nicolo.
Niccolo. Riccolo.
We got pizzas going out, you hear in your head.
That's just what I hear as I'm waking up.
Yeah. That's like your motivational thing in the final fight. You get up, we got pizzas going out.
Come on.
Come on, Niccolo. We got pizzas going out.
30 minutes worth free.
Yeah, dude. I'm just gonna turn to Mechanical Skeleton 4, and I'm just gonna start whacking at him.
Go for it.
Get him.
First whack.
First whack. Hits.
Nice.
Hiya.
Get him.
You deal damage. It takes it again. As soon as you swing at it, your weapon feels magnetized, and you strike it. It does damage as if it was vulnerable to it.
Hey.
Oh.
Offhand attack.
Go for it.
Hiya.
I wonder if you guys will just cudgel your way through this, or if you're gonna figure out the mechanic going
We're gonna
on.
cudgel, I think.
We're probably just gonna brute force our way through this.
It's dead.
What's the solution to the puzzle? Beat my face and
Beat them up! The puzzle prevents them from taking full damage, so they take some damage then. That one, whenever you break it, you notice that one has smudges and scarring across its body that look like it was smeared with blood.
Turns ready to heckin' go. I'm going to. I can't really get to the one Fionila's at, so.
This is my fight.
You got this.
I fucking
Is that you,
do.
Niccolo?
That's me.
Alright, Fionula, this is your fight.
Kick
Have
its
you
ass!
heard of the 5,000 box office smash hit Chronicles of Narnia Kaboom Man?
Oh, this is the parties thing now.
You hit.
I don't watch many movies. I don't have.
we
an
watch because you
I've
never
never-
want to sit down and watch the Netflix with me.
I've never watched a movie.
Oh, by the way, Niccolo, did you gain your style point for that maximum roll earlier?
Oh no, I did not.
For the 6? Keep an eye out for that. You hit it. It takes 9 damage.
Cool. I haven't heard of it either, to be fair, and that's me.
I love that the 2,000-year-old suit of armor has seen movies and you haven't.
I've been busy.
I've seen RoboCop.
I haven't seen many movies at all.
Marile, it's back to you.
I've been a bit busy trying to survive.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mess with Theo's kill right here. So we're gonna pew pew the skeleton Mambo skeleton number 5 over here.
All right. Whenever you shoot this, are you shooting, by the way, or what are you doing?
Pew pew.
Whenever you go to roll the attack, click cover first, because it's surrounded by people, so you'd have a bit of trouble hitting it. So
Cover?
the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, there's like the modifier window, then a bunch of buttons. One of them says cover. Just click it and make sure it's like pressed in whenever you attack.
Oh wait, the modifier window
Next to all the
Oh, no.
dice.
Yeah.
next to oh. Okay, one
Yeah.
sec. I got it. In.
Yeah.
Press cover, and then
And then roll your attack.
and then roll the attack.
All this will do is
Yeah,
it means
which is-
that there'll be a
which is the-
-2 to it, basically.
Yeah, and then it's the +5. Drag it on the thing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Bang bang.
Bang,
There-
bang.
No ammo, it says.
I don't know why I have.
Oh, you
tons
did
of
the
them.
dagger. You just threw your dagger.
Oh, whoops.
Just remember you use the right one when you do.
Okay.
But luckily they have the same modifier, so that is a hit. So roll the revolver's damage, the 1d6 + 3. Now drag it onto him.
Okay.
Bang bang.
Bang bang.
You fire at it, it is
Yeah.
dead.
Ooh.
That's the deadliest thing you've killed.
Oh, hell
Ah,
yeah.
neat.
Might be the only thing.
I think it's the only thing I've ever killed.
You fire at it, it gets hit. That one, for the sake of interest, that one also looked like it was smeared with blood. Cool. With one left, there's literally not enough data for you guys to figure out what's going on. So, let's just keep going!
Bludgeoning!
Bash our faces in.
Knowledge? Nay, brute force.
You also got...
I thought they said this was a puzzle.
You also got weirdly lucky with the flashing lights, but I'll explain it later if you guys are interested. It's fucking whatever. So Marla, you aim your gun, you fire, it hits it, it detonates, and its pieces scatter to the ground like a broken mirror.
Sweet. I'm looking at these two chuckle fucks here with their almost no health. Deciding which one I'm gonna do. Instead, I'm gonna go back and hug the child again.
What the fuck? Oh,
You just fucking...
she's consumed him.
I'm gonna go back and just continue hugging the child.
This is...
Think about if your cleavage right now.
Is that you guys?
Yeah, that's funny. Like, just
You're both
goes
in this
back to
pit.
Emmanuel and just grabs
Arden?
him.
I'm gonna run over here.
Hi, Arden!
Hi. Die.
Do it! Fuck him up!
That's it.
Yay!
I can't imagine it surviving this. It is dead.
Hell
As you
yeah!
strike it, that one also looked like it was wearing armor that was like covered in iron-like material. You break it. As you do, and as you break it, there's a this reddish barrier that becomes visible around the glass canister, and all the lights suddenly flash and begin focusing in on the light on the canister itself, as if they're all intensely spotlighting it. The canister glows, the reddish barrier shatters and disappears, and you see the glass remain unprotected, and all the lights turn off, suddenly leaving the room in complete darkness. And then the ambient lighting comes back on, and it is visible in the regular way in the room now. And I will happily explain what that puzzle was afterwards, but it doesn't matter. I very much planned a lot of these because of the nature of this game. I'm like, there are gimmicks to the fights, but you can also just hit the thing if that's really what you want to do.
I feel like that's probably going to be happening a lot.
That's how I play Devil May Cry. I just
Yep.
did it.
It's your guys' choice if you want to heckin' It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, Mr. DM, I have 5 intelligence. I'm not gonna be solving puzzles.
Mr. DM,
exempt from
I,
pu-
as a
I'm exempt
person,
from
have
puzzle.
5 intelligence. My character's very smart and he would have figured this out by now. Tell me the answer, please.
Do you want to? You want to know the answer?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, very briefly, the lights could all flash one of 3 colors: amber, iron, or white, basically, or red. Every turn, it would have done a random one, and whichever one corresponds with the light, those ones' AC went down by 5, and all the other ones were resistant to damage. And when they were flashing, everybody was vulnerable to damage, everybody got an extra attack, and everybody lost the AC. So the flashing lights was basically the everybody go
Is that
ahead.
why I lost a fuck ton of hit points?
You weren't vulnerable. Only the skeletons were affected by these things.
Okay. They were just hitting.
They
me
were
a
just
lot.
critting
Okay,
on you
cool.
repeatedly.
Yeah.
But no, because they went flashed second time, I was like, cool. So that's the data collecting period ended, because they're all just going to die now. That was very much because you guys went in such a way that you kept killing the next one that would have gone. So I was like, cool, all right. So there's all right, neat, cool. All right, okay, so 4 more to. All right, well, there's 1 left. Okay, it's dead.
We accidentally did the whole thing.
You did.
We solved your puzzle.
Solved the white puzzle.
You did it. You solved my skeleton puzzle.
Look,
Yeah,
Manny,
right.
we did it. You did it, Manny. You solved the puzzle.
Does it look like the glass things are open now?
A barrier that was around the glass seems to have dissipated, but the glass is still there. Also, just
Time to
real
smash.
quick, this is very much like what I was fucking telling Hayden last night, that Futurama, like, the riddle is this. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 3. It's a number between 1 and 3, not including 1 and 3. Is it F? Yes, the number I was looking for was the letter F. You did it.
Dude, this entire fight, that was going through my fucking head.
All right, I guess it's
Is
smashing
it the
time.
letter B?
It's smashing time.
Roll me an attack.
Hey-yo.
Oh no, you reset the whole room and we have to do it again.
If this was actual DMC, that would have happened.
You walk up, you strike it, and it is, you break it. As you do, the medallion and the goggles stop floating. Whatever was keeping them suspended dissipates as soon as the glass is broken.
Cool.
All right, cool. Grab them.
All right, there's no inventory item for the medallion, so just keep in mind that you have it, please.
I will write it down.
Whenever you take it, let's see. Just real quick.
Add.
Where are you? And you guys also got a set of goggles that are sitting in there. 1 sec, I'm going to apply the stuff to you guys. Who wants the goggles in their inventory?
I don't think these will fit me.
I don't think they'll fit me either.
I will take them from his hands.
All right, so they're going to go to Nicola. All right, Nicola.
Unless somebody else says something, because I was waiting for someone to say something.
Nah, you're good.
You take them. By the grace of the kind of game we're playing, I'm just going to have them identified immediately for you. They are goggles of night.
Hell yeah.
While wearing them,
I
you
see.
have dark vision up to a range of 60 feet. And if you already have it, it goes out, it increases it by 60 feet.
Hell yeah.
Burrito, burrito.
You also everyone gains another 50 red orbs. And that's heckin' that room.
There was nothing else in the case?
Nope.
Just the goggles?
Just those.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I wander over to Fionnuala. Ah, you alright?
I'm totally fine. You look like shit, though.
Oh, no, what? No, I'm...
You're covered in blood, and what happened? You got stabbed in the neck.
That's... Do you see a wound there now? There's no wound there now.
You got stabbed.
I'm gonna walk
You need
over
be
to
more careful.
Emmanuel.
I'm fine.
Yeah, no, you're not.
It's... Listen. I'm in a lot of pain, actually. I'm too tired to keep this up.
I'm gonna try to kind of guide him down to the floor and make him sit.
I'm gonna put
Alright,
the goggles on Emmanuel.
Sit.
Ow.
Over his glasses.
Mm-hmm.
He says,
Does,
still holding child.
Does knife wound through neck totally okay now remind me of what I know this to be? Of demons?
You would know that a normal human couldn't survive that, so he's probably got some demon on him.
Hmm. Okay.
You've heard of...
So you're like a demon or what?
Sort of.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have to see to use that thing of yours, right?
Who are you speaking to?
You're talking to Manuel, Asim? Right.
All right, good,
Well,
good
Emmanuel's
talk,
just-
Jack. Good
just dead.
job, kid.
What?
You have to see to use that thing of yours, right?
Yeah.
Put the
Puts him
goggles on
over
you.
it. Puts him over his glasses and then walks away.
I can't see. The lighted burns.
Just take them off, Manny.
I can't. I'm being held by Marilyn.
You can, I'm not holding you that tight. I'm not holding you that tightly
She's so
now, am I? I'm not holding you that tightly. I'm just holding you like a teddy bear.
She's like a titan, but a lady.
Oh, fine. Let's go.
I was lying a little bit, but it was fun.
Ow.
Do we need
Okay.
to take a breather?
I'd like to do that, yeah.
Yeah, stay sitting
Sure.
down.
If any, I'd like to stay here for an hour.
You guys want to take a long rest?
Sure.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
not in any rush.
I put the goggles in the party cheap
That's it.
Aaron, if you want them.
I threw them over onto you. They're not attunement. You can just use them.
You want to
yeah.
give them to anybody else you can, but he just like, oh, you need to see to use that thingy, and that
In
thingy
that case,
saved us a
I
lot.
will long rest you guys.
It might affect our overall rating for the level, you guys.
You guys take an hour to take a breather. Your player presses pause. He goes and makes a sandwich. It takes care of some calls. Comes back.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Bring us down.
If Devil May Cry was a JRPG.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
By the way, thanks for saving me, my hero.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
You can redeem one lap dance.
Thanks.
For all your play coins, you can unlock a lap dance.
I'll keep that in mind, I
The
guess.
liquor is not free.
Well, all right, that sounds awful.
Congratulations! Yeah, you're lucky he was around, otherwise you might have died.
Yeah. God, those things are a pain in the arse.
Yeah. But I feel like we dealt with worse. Like, those were... Yeah, just skeletons or whatever. They weren't that hard to beat.
If we assume the other medallions are going to be guarded similarly, then we need to be open for any other puzzles that may come up. Whether
There's a
they be the
puzzle in
same
here?
or not.
Apparently.
We
I
weren't
had
just
assumed
supposed
it
to
was
beat him
something
up.
to do with the lights, but I didn't really get a good grasp on it until
I was
the
not
end.
having the best time to look around at it. I was hoping we could just brute force it, and we did.
Yeah, we
saw...
did.
I
Well,
saw
maybe
evil
we'll-
skeletons and just thought, stab them.
Well, maybe we can brute force all the other ones, seeing as we did so good the first time.
Yeah, we all did great. Oh.
I'm gonna lie down as though the pedestal is the floor, and I'm gonna sit with my legs up it, and the floor is the wall.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Oh.
you do so.
Defying gravity.
I have ascended.
So, I guess we should get it moving then.
Get moving, stay, whatever.
By the way, Nicolo,
move.
that is 2.
You're not
You
going
owe
to say
me?
I owe you 2 lap dances, are you?
You never accept them.
I was talking about since.
He has to give
Oh,
a-
you're offering me a lap dance.
It was a joke, Amalile.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's quite tempting.
Nah, he's
Too
gonna.
bad you don't know how to use your hips worth a damn.
Oh fuck.
What kind of dance is this?
What is that?
The best kind.
A Spanish one, probably.
A Spanish one, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very, very nice. I'm sure Arden would really appreciate it.
I can teach you, Fianula.
You should do it.
Just blank face.
Beep.
Beep.
Maybe. We'll talk about it later.
Just this gremlin grin.
She's like, that's not a no.
You guys make your way back to the central chamber where the 4 pillars are, each with 3 of them still with empty indentations. What would you guys like to do from here?
Well,
Number
just go.
2.
Number 2.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
In that case, given where we are, and given how much we have left, as you guys turn and you begin heading towards the second chamber, it may be anticlimactic, but I would like to stop there.
We did it.
We talked about lap dances. What do you mean anticlimactic?
Yeah, man. Alrighty.
You owe me 2 lap dances. I was going to say milkshakes. You're going to give me a lap dance.
It was a joke, Marilyn.
I did. No.
Alrighty. Whew. Alright, heckin'. This is about as give and take as I expected it would be. Heckin', capture, off. And credits! Where are you, credits? Where are the credits? Credit button? Credit button. Where are the credit button? Credit button? Credit button. Where are you?
Also, have you seen my dexterity? I could totally give a lap dance.
It's true.
Credit button!
Yes, I watched over her just teach all of us.
That's what our long rest consists of.
Yes, teach us all how to lap
Marile trying to
dance.
teach us.
Well, before you learn how to lap.
I think the best thing that could have happened today was just fucking like, let's fight on these. It's
But
just
if I'm
me,
going to teach how to do a lap dance, I'm going to need a volunteer.
me having already invisibly placed the golem on the combat tracker, like, no! Ridiculous!
Who, me?
I thought the elevator was much smaller in my head when I said that too, so I was just making a dumb
know,
joke.
Just for funsies.
Mm-hmm.
Dex-based performance check.
Hey.
That
Slightly above average.
Very middle of the
not
road.
bad. It's about Avi dancing levels.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Oh my god.
I'm still trying to learn. Let's go.
Much better than the second time.
You know, you
Heck.
get better as you practice.
Yo!
Oh my god.
For those at home that can't see the rolls, he just nat 20'd. Gino Angelo apparently gives the best lap dances in the party.
Technically, it was
I didn't
Nico.
expect
I'm gonna-
Marilyn
I'm
to be
gonna-
this good of a teacher.
I'm gonna botch my own performance roll. Watch. Oh,
That's
and that's
pretty good.
Hey.
Oh, and that one. Thank you.
than Marile. Yes.
On your second attempt.
Comprehension.
Yeah, I think,
Why
let's
is
see.
it negative 990?
Because he put that into the modifier window.
Okay.
As of today, I'm pretty sure confident the next game we're gonna finish mission 2, which I was but as I've been talking to some people in private, kind of the pacing of this is I imagine the missions, quote unquote, are gonna take like 2-3 sessions at the most, like individually. So leveling's gonna kind of seem to go slowly at first compared to most D&D, but as we go along, it's gonna go real fast at high levels.
Oh, is it
Yay.
a level per mission?
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Hey.
Okay,
And they'll get kind of longer as we go, but compared to the amount of experience you'd normally need in a campaign, it's gonna be real fast, around the 8th
Oh, yeah.
level
Between,
plus
like,
level.
14 to level 15 is like 30, 40 sessions.
By the time we get to like the amount of episodes that Vestige has, if we ever get that high, you guys will all be like level 16.
Hell yeah!
Jeez.
Yeah, man. All right, Heckin.
I'll take it.
Yep. Let's see. Is there anything else you got to take care of? How many orbs? You guys got 476 each currently.
Logan,
Yeah, what's up?
one day I'll get to play my class.
That's on you, man.
That was you damaging me.
Yeah, the enemies are always going to damage you. Suck it up.
That's what a fucking blood
That was you
hunter
critting
does.
on me.
It's one of the reasons why I haven't really been like too amazingly keen on like going towards Blood Hunter yet. Like I don't think I'd be able to do it. Like
It's
I'm
a
reckless as
game of
fuck.
patience with
I'm
Blood
reckless as
Hunter,
fuck,
but
you see,
once
that's why.
with you, I feel like you would just murder yourself real quick.
Yeah.
But
Like I have enough health to survive this. Rolls for my own thing, dies.
Geeko already goes to kill himself
Look
more
at how
than he
many
needs to.
20. 20 missions. It's a DMC
yeah,
game.
fucking
21 mission.
20.
Yeah.
Why would there... You know that you are the
I
level...
want to be level 21.
That's not going to happen.
Except for when it does.
Except for
Except for
multi-class.
Except
literally
for the
fate.
campaign, it will.
Well, in the Fate campaign, there's multi-classing into the past 20. They're still only technically level 1 to 20.
Yeah.
Technically.
Shit.
All right. Heckin, guys, heckin. Alrighty, my dudes at home. We're gonna take off so we don't have a repeat of last time where we heckin kept Anna up way too late.
Yeah.
yeah.
Still sorry about that.
It's okay.
Goodness. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in another 2 weeks. Remember that you can catch us in a particularly exciting period of time in Vestige on Saturdays. Also, Ekin, since last time we also made partners, so I just want to thank everybody again for Ekin helping us do that. This is the first DMC stream since being partner.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's Ekin cool.
I'm so proud.
DMS.
Ekin,
Logan. Not DMC.
sorry. Definitely.
God.
Sorry. All right,
There's a difference.
Anyways, sorry, I can't. My mom's sleeping in the next room. I guess I can't be too loud.
Not me. What is this?
All right.
What is this?
Shut up. Okay. We're gonna say goodbye, YouTube. So goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube.
Bye, Jeff.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Guys, come on.
Goodbye, YouTube.
No.